8-2, but something's got to give tonight. Somebody's going to get a loss or overtime loss potentially. We'll find out who it is in a moment. First, yours, God Bless America.
Land that I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, land that I love, stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, wide with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet home.
Thank you, Lexi. At this time, we ask that you continue standing as we honor America and all the brave men and women who've served our country with the singing of our national anthem. Tonight's national anthem, presented by the Duval County Supervisor of Elections Office. Remember, February 21st is the last day to register to vote in the city of Jacksonville's March 21st first election. Performing tonight's anthem is the Abbas Park Elementary Chorus.
We are ready for hockey. Jacksonville comes in with an overall record of 22 wins, 12 losses, 1 overtime loss, 45 points. For South Carolina, 21 wins, only 7 losses in regulation. That is the lowest number in the South Division. They do have 3 overtime losses, 1 shootout loss for 46 points. They seem pretty evenly matched, but like you said, Reader, it has been a while since these two teams have squared off, and I'm very curious to see how South Carolina looks now as opposed to about November, the last time that these two teams met. At the time, I thought that South Carolina was a little leaky on defense, but it seems like they have shored that up, and they've got an old familiar face for the Icemen in goal tonight in Tyler Wall.
Yeah, Tyler Wall got some action with the Icemen last season as he was with the New York Rangers organization, and now this year here with the South Carolina Stingrays. But, you know, you look at this Stingrays club, a little different than what we've seen in years past. You know, this is always a very defensive-minded team, and, you know, they'd get 1 or 2 goals. That'd be all they would need sometimes. But this year's team, a lot more explosive. They got a lot of bite to their game as far as an offensive punch, and they're pretty good on both sides of the puck because they can score and they can also protect the lead. And we were talking a little bit before the game here, Arlie, about the records here and these two teams when they score versus when they don't. So it's going to be key to get that first goal for either one of these teams here today.
And part of that offensive punch for South Carolina is Carter Turnbull. He is tied for the league lead with 20 goals on the season in just 32 games. He is in the starting lineup as well tonight for the Stingrays. For the Icemen, it is Olaf Lindbaum getting the nod, and he's been getting a few more of the starts lately. He's been more comfortable, I think, on and off the ice, and head coach Nick Luco recognizing that, maybe trying to ride the hot hand a little bit. He's played well.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening right now. Just they're going to go with the hot hand. He's been playing very well. He's been very poised. We talked about it, how well he has settled into the North American game, and he's earned these opportunities right now, so they're going with them right now. He's had some break. They haven't played since Monday, so he's well rested.
Lindbaum's goals against average down to 2.82. His one-loss record is fantastic at 11-4 on the year. He does have a shutout to his credit. We have a icing against Jacksonville just seconds into the game, just 7 seconds in. So the faceoff will be in the Icemen zone. Referee tonight, Austin O'Rourke. Your two linesmen are Cole Rui and Tanem Wyanzik. Stingrays win the faceoff, but Jacksonville gets a steal all the way back in South Carolina's zone. Centering feed, and just over the crossbar is Derek Lodermeyer just moments in. Back at the blue line, wrist shot on goal. Save made by Wall. Rebound for Panetta. He'll take it behind the Stingray goal line. Double teamed, however, and it's stripped loose by another former Iceman in Michael Kim. Jacksonville gets it back. Another turnover in the offensive zone, only to give it back up to Anthony Del Gaizo, and it's the Stingrays into the offensive end. Turnbull steps around him and cuts towards goal, gets a forehand away, and will score just seconds in. We talked about it from Carter Turnbull at the beginning of the game. He was allowed too much space, and Olaf Lindbaum, nothing he could do there. It's 1-0 Stingrays just 42 seconds in.
Too much space. Nobody played him, and he just walked right in front. You can't allow that to happen. You got to step up there in those situations, and they just collapsed backwards there, and they had 3 guys there just below the hash marks and in the slot area. And, of course, Turnbull, too much time and space. He's going to use his magic there here on Wizard Night, and he went top shelf there. It was a nice little snipe there by him, and he now leads the league officially with 21 goals. He entered tonight's play tied for the league lead. Now he is the league leader, at least as of this point.
Didn't even get a chance to talk to you about the stats that each of these teams have when scoring the first goal of the game. Both teams are superb when scoring first, and unfortunately it's South Carolina that does that. Jacksonville 14-1 this year when scoring first. South Carolina 18-1-2, but there is a glimmer of hope. The one regulation loss for South Carolina when scoring first was in this building here against Jacksonville early in November. Although also one of their overtime losses was also to the Icemen, as Jacksonville has won 2 of the first 3 games of this season series. And it's the Icemen coming right back into the zone. Man goes down for the Icemen, no call. Comes to the blue line, wrist shot on net, save made by Wall, who scoops it up with the glove on the wrister from Tim Theocharidis. A lot going on in the opening 1:12 of this game, but unfortunately part of what is going on is South Carolina taking a 1-0 advantage.
Yeah, it was their go-to guy, and Carter Turnbull, and he's been hot here as of late, and he's been playing very well. And again, 21 goals. When you got the leading goal scorer on your team, it's always nice. But Jacksonville's going to have to tighten that up coming the rest of the way out. They cannot allow him to walk right in uncontested, and he went top shelf on that shot. There's a good shot right underneath the bar, and it just kind of got it in quick. And that kind of started after a little bit of a turnover at the blue line. The Icemen were kind of pressuring a little bit early. I like the start. It's always interesting how these two teams are going to come out of the All-Star break with some time off. They haven't probably skated a lot this week, but so far South Carolina wasted a little time warming up.
Power move from Craig Martin trying to work the puck towards goal. Couldn't quite get it there. Jacksonville continues to pressure on the forecheck, and they do get it loose on the turnover. Martin tripped up on the play. No call. Could have been a hook. South Carolina comes back. Look out as it goes into the Jacksonville bench, right by backup goaltender Parker Gahagan, who I think shrugged it off with the left shoulder. And it comes free for equipment manager Matt Conti, who polishes the puck a little bit, and I think he's looking for somebody to throw it to over the glass. Actually, he's just going to open the door and hand it to somebody. Make sure he gets it right. So the draw will come outside the Jacksonville blue line. Stingrays drive it around the wall. Comes to the near side for Luca Huneau, who gives it up. It is Floric on the backhand, saved by Limbaum with the left pad. That was a big one. Floric walked in the same way that Turnbull did, and now it's Jacksonville with Zach Jordan, backhander on net. Stick save is made by Wall. Jordan did not get all of it, and South Carolina brings it back to center. Icemen right back into the zone. Onside is Jordan. He has Ryan Lowen with him. Centering pass goes behind the net on a deflection. Jordan gets it back, looks for Lowen on his forehand. He throws it wide of the net to the far post. Jacob Friend pinches him from the blue line, looks to hold the zone, unable to do so, and the Stingrays break out. 1-0 South Carolina as Michael Kim starts the charge. Right circle, trying to move on a man is Josh Wilkins. Wilkins at the half wall. Seam pass, deflects away. Can Jacksonville get it up high? They do. It's Brodzinski, maybe a 2-on-1 with Lowen. Brodzinski with Swede to Lowen, and a great save made by Wall as Lowen fell down as he took the pass. Now in transition, here comes Turnbull. Wrist shot goes wide to the far post. So both teams getting chances there. Love the speed of Easton Brodzinski to set up that 2-on-1 for Lowen.
Yeah, it's a nice setup there. He had a great setup in Monday's game. Set up Victor Hadfield. He made a nice little toe drag move, undressed the defenseman, and then slid it across to Hadfield, who buried it. That time got a nice pass across there. A little bit of sauce. He lifted it over to Lowen. Lowen didn't get all that he wanted to on that one, but still got a shot off.
Jacksonville with the forecheck again gets the steal in the offensive zone. It's Brown cross ice. It goes off the skate of Panetta, and South Carolina will chip it out of the zone. 16:43 to go in the first. 1-0 Stingrays. Garrett Cockrell has possession at his own line. Outletting it for Luke Lynch. Icemen are onside. Lynch tries to kick it ahead. Stingrays will work the puck free and toss it out to the Jacksonville line. Cockrell starts again. He's got some space. He'll take it over the blue line. Offside will be called against the Icemen. Craig Martin in ahead of the play before Brendan Harris took the puck into the offensive zone. Shots on goal favor Jacksonville 4-2. They've certainly had some chances, but South Carolina cashed in on their best chance with Carter Turnbull, a guy that you cannot leave unmarked, and that is what happened for Jacksonville. Luke Lynch, Brendan Harris, Craig Martin, the forward line for the Icemen. Stingrays take over. It's Connor Moore for Lawton Courtnall. Flips it over the head of Tim Theocharidis. It goes behind the Jacksonville net. Icemen come away with the puck. Starting the rush on the right side, Harris. He couldn't make the play work. He overskated it, I think, or underskated it. Somehow it eluded him, and Jacksonville has to regroup. Harris for Fortunato, D-to-D for Theocharidis. Cross ice look, deflects behind the Stingray net. Connor Moore gives chase against Luke Lynch, flipping it up the wall. Jacksonville gets a leg on it. South Carolina gets it back. They'll move it cross ice for Anderson, who will skate out of the zone and start the rush. Wrister on goal, easily gloved by Limbaum. He'll hang on and take the face-off on the soft wrister from Matt Anderson. And the draw will come to the right side of Olaf Lindbaum. Again, Jacksonville in their Harry Potter jerseys tonight. They look pretty good, I think. The only Iceman logo is just a tiny, tiny logo on the what would be the Harry Potter patch. But they got the suit and tie look. Numbers look good.
Very studious. Very
yes,
studious.
yes, very. No spectacles, I don't think, out there for anybody. And the draw comes to the right side of Limbaum. Jacksonville wins it. They'll flip it up the left side, rolling towards the line. Icemen get it back. Long outlet pass. Good feed to Jordan. Jacksonville into the zone. Jordan knocked off the puck by Kim. It was a good, clean hit. Crowd with a little bit of a roar for it, but it was a clean one as Jacksonville rims it around and it comes all the way out to center ice. There was nobody at the left point. Icemen take over deep in their own zone. It's Victor Hadfield, the former Stingray player. He was acquired last year. Icemen having some trouble getting out of the zone. Good work there by Lowen to work the puck free to center. And the Icemen bring it behind the South Carolina net. It is Kim. Long indirect feed, redirected into the zone by Johnny Evans. Icemen get it back with Cockrell. Cannot get away from Floric. Panetta is there to help out his defensive partner, though. And it's Jacob Panetta, whose offensive game is really starting to take shape right now. Cockrell to the left side for Panetta. He'll chip and chase. The defenseman activates. Jacksonville's been so good with their defensemen playing offensive roles as they force South Carolina to ice the puck. Cockrell has plenty of time to get back. Clock stops with 14:37 to go. Offensive zone faceoff for the Icemen, trailing 1-0 as they gave up a goal in the opening minute to Carter Turnbull of South Carolina. Great crowd on hand as well tonight, Reader. All the way up to the top couple rows in the offensive zone for Jacksonville. The Icemen will send out Christopher Brown, who was the hero on Sunday against Atlanta, or rather Monday afternoon against Atlanta with an overtime goal. Fortunato with a drive, nearly took off. It comes back right in front. Where's the puck? Is it in? No, they say it is not in. It went off the glass, then off the back of Tyler Wall and nearly redirected into the net. Fortunato to the left side, shot on goal, glove save made by Wall. What a crazy goal that would have been had it counted for Jacksonville. And now sticks up high as well, as the blast from Fortunato caught glass behind Wall, but it caromed off the glass, back over the crossbar, and then off the back of Wall and very nearly rolled into the net. So it'll be a face-off in the offensive zone. The Icemen were that close to tying it up in very peculiar fashion. But I was almost curious if they're actually going to go to replay on it, just in case. They are talking about it. Maybe they will go to replay, just in case. Tannen Wyanzik talking to referee Austin O'Rourke. O'Rourke does go to the penalty box area. Is he going to take a peek at it? Yeah, he is.
Might as
so
well,
we'll
right?
See. Might as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's why they got those things down there.
That's exactly right.
That's why all these teams spend all this money setting up these cameras so they can check out and make certain they get it right. And it's worth a look if it was that close, because I'll tell you what I did see was Tyler Wall backed up very far into his net.
Yeah.
And if that puck was nestled there for a moment underneath, you never know. But.
So Austin O'Rourke will give a peek to it, and we'll see if we get anything out of this. No goal, no goal. I'm not surprised, but I don't mind that they at least went to look at it. A quick review, and we'll take a peek at it now on our own replay. It hit the top of the net, then hit the helmet of Tyler Wall and somehow stayed out. What a crazy bounce. Didn't quite go the way of the Icemen, almost did. But we stay 1-0 South Carolina, and the Stingrays take the puck out of their own zone. Icemen get it right back. A good poke check by the Icemen to dig it free. Stingrays, however, hold in at the blue line. It's Anderson for Fortin. Fortin on his backhand, cuts to the forehand, poked away by the Icemen. Hammaker starts on his way towards center ice. On a deflection, Stingrays get it back at the red line. Hammaker will forehand it back in deep. Moore gives chase ahead of Aaron Nazarian. D to D behind the net. It's Anderson with a long outlet pass for Fortin. Fortin gives it up to Ryan Lowen, who missed the Atlanta game, but is back in action tonight for the Icemen. Jacob Friend with a backhand pass. That is picked off and played in deep by the Stingrays. Comes around to the near side for Luca Hinault for the Icemen. Tries to spin around a couple of men. He does get it to center, but no further than that. Floric gives it up. Lynch hustles, trying to forehand it in. He took a hit in order to play it in deep. Another good hit there by Michael Kim. His second one of this period. Both of them were clean. No problem with either one as Jacksonville takes it right back into the zone. Lowen with a cross corner dump in. Played behind the back line by Brenton Mass. And then a big hit that time by Brodzinski on a Stingray player as South Carolina takes it into the offensive end. Poke check by Jacksonville. Another big hit behind the play as the Icemen come away with the puck. It is Lynch up the right side with Brodzinski. Lynch takes a hit up high. No call that time. Forehand on net. Save made by Wall as Lowen was set up right between the hash marks. It comes loose now for Fortunato. Fortunato centering feed deflected just wide of the net. Fortunato gets it back, tapping it free for Jordan. Puck bounces high into the air, and it comes free to the Stingrays. Jacksonville holds it in again on a deflected puck. Lynch into the corner for Jordan. Centering feed, Lowen couldn't handle it. Comes back to Jordan behind the net. Now it's Fortunato. Fortunato, heavy pressure from the Icemen. Up high for Theochertis. Theochertis steps away from one man. He'll walk the line on his backhand. Fakes the drop pass, cuts back in front, centering feed, deflected in front, and then Wall gloves it in. Tyler Wall looking very sharp tonight for the Stingrays as we go to break. 12:10 to go in the first period. It is South Carolina 1, Jacksonville 0. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
Celebrating its 35th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; Athletic Knit, official jersey supplier. Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier. Bellevue University, official higher education partner. BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2023 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Craft 1861, exclusive CBD partner. Dash, official mobile auction platform. The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider. FanSaves, official digital couponing platform. Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider. Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider. In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider. Miracle Fresh, official odor eliminator. And Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2023 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
1-0 Stingrays. 12-10 to go in the first period. Very entertaining start. Jacksonville out shooting South Carolina 8-3, but they are trailing after an opening minute goal from South Carolina. Love the pushback from Jacksonville, but they have not netted the equalizer yet. At the blue line, Jacksonville unable to hold the puck in the zone. Del Gaizo knocks it free, and the Stingrays are in the offensive end. Seam pass, getting a shot away, but not getting all of it was Del Gaizo. Jacksonville comes away with a loose puck. It is Harris up the boards. Not out of the zone yet. It comes around the wall for Turnbull. What a player he has been. Shot is blocked in front, bounces high into the air, lands to the left of the goaltender, and the Icemen will skate away with it. It is Jordan. He's got Martin with him. Jordan, self-pass off the wall. Tries to get a drop pass in front. Centering feed for Martin. He couldn't redirect it home. What a thing of beauty that would have been had Jacksonville been able to find the range. Instead, it's the Stingrays in transition. Turnbull, defended by Garrett Cockrell. Martin is in there. Harris also in there. Jacksonville comes away with a loose puck. It is Harris up the wall at the blue line, held in by Jordan, or by Anderson rather. Now the Icemen come away with the puck. Over the blue line, offside. Martin is in ahead as Brendan Harris made an extra move before he could gain the line. 11-11 to go in the first period. Make a wish out there. What's your wish, Reader? With 11-11 on the clock, make a wish. What's your wish?
I wish for an Iceman goal.
Okay.
Right now.
Okay. I was thinking a little more big picture. I was thinking an Iceman victory this evening. But I guess that would start with a goal, certainly.
Yes, but with it being 11-11, I have to say hello to my fiancée, Amanda. So,
oh, of course.
Yes. Yeah, that too.
Of course. That's very important. That wouldn't be a wish. That would just be a message.
Yeah, it'd be more of a message.
Than
There's some symbolism there with the 11-11.
Of course, as there is for many people. Back to hockey. South Carolina in the offensive zone. Slapper goes wide from Scarfo. That was sort of a broken play that created an excellent opportunity for Scarfo, but he blasted it wide. Stingrays get it back at center ice. Matt Anderson into the zone. Sharp angle shot. Gobbled up by Olaf Lindbaum. He'll take the draw to his right. Stingrays up to 4 shots on net now. And the Icemen will change up. Stingrays will do the same. No power plays yet. About halfway through the first period. Jacksonville not really the physical kind of team that we have been accustomed to over the years. Of course, known more Travis Howe up in the American Hockey League. It's just a little bit of a different kind of look for this Iceman club right now.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And, of course, I think this team missing a big key voice in the room and obviously a physical presence without Howe right now. But, really when you look at the division aside, maybe a couple teams, the Icemen really haven't had to engage in a lot of that. Even against teams that maybe have tough customers, they haven't really had to deal with it there. So we'll see how it plays effect. But there's no doubt the team would love. They missed Travis Howe, but I'll tell you what, he's doing really well up there in San Diego, and we couldn't be happier for him.
No doubt about it as the Stingrays pop it behind the Jacksonville net. Jacob Friend outlets it for Derek Lodermeyer. Backhand flip up the wall, connects with Easton Brodzinski, who will forehand in. Giving chase is Victor Hadfield, but beating him to the puck is Benton Mass. Icemen with their forecheck. It's been a good forechecking team all season long. Part of why they're 22-12 on the season. High watermark for the Icemen right now at 10 games over 500. Stingrays into the offensive end. Floric, left wing corner. Tries to center. It's deflected behind the net. Comes loose for the Icemen and Hadfield. Hadfield will reverse it. Foot race for the puck. Lodermeyer turns away from Evans, gets the puck to center ice, gives it up there at the red line. Bear Hughes over the blue line for Del Gaizo. Left wing circle, wrist shot. It's deflected out of play, and we'll go to break with 9:34 to go in period number 1. It is still South Carolina 1, Jacksonville nothing. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey. The Community First Igloo is a newly renovated ice facility located just off the Emerson Road exit on I-95 in Jacksonville. The facility is the official practice facility of the Jacksonville Icemen and features 2 sheets of ice and offers something for everyone, including public skating, figure skating, as well as youth and adult hockey leagues. There is also Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. In addition, you can relax and cool off at the Icemen Restaurant and Bar, purchase gear and equipment at the Pro Shop, and for you gamers, there's a state-of-the-art esports gaming arena. For more information, visit communityfirstigloo.com or call 904-399-3223. So come feel the freeze to the Community First Igloo. With Alex Reed, Arlie Johnson with you. Jacksonville doubling up the Stingrays in shots on goal at 8-4, but trailing on the scoreboard 1-0. Both teams definitely playing well all season long with the lead, but Jacksonville give them the nod for also playing well when trailing. Icemen have had several victories this year when giving up the first goal, which is something that I know Nick Luca would like to see better. He would like to see some better first periods. Their third periods have been sensational for the most part. First period is when they struggle most, though.
It really is. This team just has a tough time starting off, but they get stronger as the game goes on. They've been great finishers. The numbers back that up as well, but you're right. They cannot seem to put a full 60 minutes together. And I'll tell you what, if this team does, they are going to be very difficult down the stretch.
Now it's the Stingrays into the zone, but a shot block there. Well done by Tim Theocharidis. And here come the Icemen up the right wing side. It is Fortunato. Nearly got his pocket picked. Now he does get it picked at center ice. Icemen get it back. Craig Martin taps it over the blue line. Stingrays work it D to D. Redekop to the right side for Martin Hash. Hash around the wall. Del Gaizo will play it in deep. Comes behind the net for the Icemen. Big hit by Luke Lynch. Flipping it at the blue line. That is going to be a delayed offside for South Carolina. They'll play it back into their own zone.
Yeah, I think he closed his hand on the puck there, and that's what the Iceman bench was arguing.
Good call there. South Carolina gets a drive away. Big time stop there by Limbaugh. May have gone wide on the play. South Carolina with an excellent setup as Jacksonville plays it into the zone. Wall sweeps it to the left side for Alex Fortin. Fortin with speed. South Carolina has a lot of team speed for that matter, but they give the puck up at the blue line of Jacksonville. Icemen cannot work in transition. They'll play it back in their own zone for Jacob Panetta. It's Brown back for Panetta behind his own net for the Icemen. Panetta on his backhand, spins away from Scarfo. He'll try the left side now. And he's forced to just loft it out to center. Kick puck, Jacksonville gets it. They have a 2-on-1. Nazarian, left side. Shot on goal, save made by Wall. He'll cover it up. As Nazarian sets up Ryan Lowen for the opportunity. Jacksonville is capitalizing on a couple of South Carolina mistakes.
Yeah, that was just a good burst of speed by Nazarian to split the defense and set up that 2-on-1 right there. He was in the middle of the ice there. If he maybe makes a little spin move, he might have been able to get around the other defender. And then, of course, he went to the outside, a little bit more of a tougher angle shot there for Lowen, but Lowen got it on target there. Again, it's always those, it's hindsight's 20/20, but a great rush there, all set up by Aaron Nazarian on several levels.
Stingrays win the draw. They'll play it up the wall. Lawton Courtnall feeds it left to right. Cross ice again. Scarfo will work it into the right side of Lindbaum. Panetta double team, but the Icemen come away with a loose change. It is Garrett Cockrell to the left side. With space is Jacob Hammaker through center ice. Hammaker is onside. Drop pass for Jordan. Handles it well. Turnaround shot. Save made by Wall as the Icemen are up to 10 shots on goal now. And several of them have been labeled. I'm certainly not upset with the way the Icemen are playing. Kind of similar to what it was last week, where you feel like you're outplaying your opponent, yet you trail on the scoreboard.
Yeah, that was kind of the first 10 minutes of the Atlanta game and all that. And, it's interesting. We were talking about they don't play the greatest first periods, but they seem to allow a goal on just the one mishap they have early. But for the most part, they came out with I liked their energy. They were putting some pressure on early. Soko goes down and score. And since then, right now, the Icemen continuing to threaten, knock on the door. And they just got to continue to do that, get a lot of shots here on Tyler Wall.
Luca Hano tried to get another shot away off the draw. It deflected to Wall, who gloved it high above his head in order to take another face-off. 7:31 to go in the first period. Stingrays lead 1-0. It's Brendan Harris at center with Craig Martin and Luke Lynch up front. Stingrays win this face-off. It is Hosh up the middle, good feed to Evans, who starts a three-man attack for South Carolina. Cross-ice look, well defended by Jacksonville. Good stick there from Luca Hano. Hano gets another stick on it behind the net, but the Stingrays still have possession. Josh Wilkins on his backhand, playing it up high for Redekop. Cross-ice look for Hosh. Wrister in a screen, deflected in front. It never reached the net. South Carolina gets it back. It is Wilkins on his backhand. Wilkins all the way to the blue line. Drop pass for Hosh, who has some space. Closes, fires, bangs it off the bottom of the crossbar, and it stays out of the net. Hosh gets it back at the right point as Jacksonville really gets away with one there. Icemen finally come away with the puck. They'll play it to the line, but not out yet. Friend gloves it down to his stick, avoids one forechecker, a long outlet pass. Martin gloves it to his stick, well done there, and he's waiting for reinforcements. He'll move it for Harris. Forehand goes over the crossbar, and it redirects back to the circle. South Carolina will play it out to center ice from there. Tyler Wall actually was trying to make that save with his mask intentionally on that forehand from Harris. I think he was going over the crossbar obviously anyway, but Wall wanted to make the face save. He ended up going over his head anyway. Back into the Jacksonville zone. 6:10 to go in the first period. Icemen have possession. It is Thea Charitis chipping off glass. Safely to center ice. Bouncing puck. Where's it going to go? It goes the way of the Stingrays and Bear Hughes. Hughes carrying it up the right wing side. Onside. Centering feed. Knocked away by Jacksonville. Here come the Icemen in transition. Brodzinski on a give and go. He's over the blue line. Brodzinski has it poke checked away, but he does keep it in the zone. Flipping it around the wall. Stingrays get the steal. They get it right back to Jacksonville. Brodzinski on his backhand, left wing corner. Trying to spin away from a man. Gets some space at the circle. Feeding it up high for Fortunato. He'll drive it around the boards, and the Stingrays are on the puck. It is Connor Moore. Backhanding it ahead for Del Gaizo. Defended by Panetta on the play, or Jordan rather on the play. Stingrays into the left wing corner. It is 4-10, left wing circle. Steps to the inside on the backhand, and he puts it wide. Too much space allowed there by Jacksonville. Fortunate that that backhander went wide, and now it's the Iceman again over the blue line is Lodermeyer. Jordan cuts the net, centering feed, turned aside by Wall. Rebound for the Icemen. Cockrell behind the net. Tries to center, and his pass is picked off there by 4-10. Panetta was open, but he couldn't get the pass to him. Stingrays play it behind the Jacksonville net. Jacksonville right back around the wall. Lodermeyer takes the body on a man. Stingrays take the puck at the red line. 4:50 to go in the first period. Still 1-0 Stingrays. Ryan Scarfo over the blue line for 4-10. Onside, centering pass. Picked off by Jacksonville. Great outlet pass out of the reach of Hadfield. Foot race for the puck, and it will be icing against the Icemen. Clock stops with 4:38 to go in period number one. Still South Carolina 1, Jacksonville nothing. The only goal of the game, just 42 seconds into the contest. The Icemen have played sensational since then, outshooting the Stingrays 11-4, but nothing to show for it. Best player on the ice for either team thus far has been South Carolina netminder Tyler Wall. Face-off is to the right side or left side of Olaf Lindbaum. Stingrays control it, comes to the blue line. Working it down low is Hosh. Panetta first on the puck behind his own net. He's double teamed, he'll flip it up the wall. Redekop holds it in. Working it for Wilkins at the circle. Centering feed, picked off by Jacksonville. Here comes Jordan by himself at center. A simple flip into the zone. The Icemen need a line change after that last icing call. Into forecheck is Harris, but the Stingrays still have possession behind their net. It is Hosh. Craig Martin for Jacksonville waiting right at the side of the blue paint to see which way he goes. Long outlet feed. Connects onto the tape of Johnny Evans for South Carolina. It is Evans weaving through traffic. He'll gain the line. Wrist shot is blocked by Jacob Friend. Evans gets it back. Jacksonville now with a steal. Lynch up the right side. He's over the blue line with Martin. Puck bounces back to Lynch. He loses his stick. It's going to be a penalty on South Carolina. On a slashing call to the Stingrays, Power play Jacksonville with 3:48 to go in the first period when we come back. The Icemen trail 1-0, but they're on the man advantage when we return. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey. Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
On the go, you own it. At Community First Credit Union, you can own it all. There's nobody quite like you, so be yourself and bank your way at Community First. Get free checking with rewards, your paycheck deposited a day early, and other benefits like Zelle, an easy way to pay family and friends. For complete control of your money, go ahead, own it. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union, just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
First power play of the night belongs to the Icemen. Jacksonville 5th in the league with the man advantage at 23.4%. South Carolina's penalty kill ranked 16th in the league at 80.5%. These two teams have pretty similar special teams, both on the power play and the penalty kill. Stingrays win the draw. They'll play at the length of the lake, and the Icemen will start this man advantage behind their own net. It is Christopher Brown streaking up the right side. Moving it cross ice, it is Lodermeyer. Back the opposite way, a steal and clear by Michael Kim. Kim drives it all the way back into the Jacksonville zone. Jacob Panetta, who's been playing so well, both offensively and defensively for the Icemen of late. Brown for Lodermeyer. Lodermeyer over the blue line, picked off there by South Carolina and cleared out again. That time it was Ryan Scarfo with the steal. Still 1:17 to go on the power play for the Icemen. Panetta staying out there for now. Dropping it for Lodermeyer. It's Brown over the red line, then over the blue line. Clean entry into the zone for Brown. He'll stop it at the left faceoff circle. Brown curls to the forehand side. Saucer pass, skate to stick for Panetta. Well done to hold the zone. Brown with a cross ice look. Panetta again flipping it into the corner for Jordan. He'll rim it around. Icemen still with possession. It is Cockrell with a drop pass. Dropped away by South Carolina, trying to clear out. They cannot do it. Brown fakes the shot, takes the shot. Blocked in front. It comes back to Panetta. Back to the blue line for Brown. Center point, it is Brown. He'll switch places with Panetta. Panetta gets it back. Left circle. Panetta with a shot towards goal, looking for a stick. It is deflected wide. Stingrays get the puck, and they will clear. And they still have the puck as well. Turnbull shorthanded, one-on-one. Tries to work to the backhand side. Gets a soft shot away. Limbaum drops it for Cockrell. The Icemen with one last rush. 14 seconds on the power play. Harris onside in the high slot, cuts to the left-hand side, spins away from one man, spins back to the forehand. Harris at the circle, playing it to the line for Theocharidis. Cross ice, it is Fortunato. Fortunato, turnaround shot, save is made by Wall. Rebound, cross ice, his team's return to full strength. Theocharidis on his backhand, turns and throws it into the corner, picked off there by South Carolina, and the Stingrays are able to kill their first penalty. And now it's South Carolina into the zone. Wilkins behind the Jacksonville net. Tries to center, but he's stood up there by Fortunato, who is back from a lengthy absence. He came back in Atlanta over the weekend. Shot on goal by South Carolina. Turned aside by Limbaum. Rebound for Easton Brodzinski. Jacksonville gets it at center. It is Brodzinski himself over the blue line. Drop pass for Martin. He drops it for Fortunato. Cross ice for Hinault. Hinault steps around a man at the right circle. On his backhand, he'll take it behind the Stingray net. Centering pass knocked away by South Carolina. And the Stingrays will work it away down to the final minute of period number one. As Hinault falls down and South Carolina gets a wrister away, it is wide. Floric working it behind the net for Alex Fortin. Fortin on his backhand. Comes all the way to the blue line. Stops on a dime. Steps away from Hinault. His pass is deflected, but it comes back to the Stingrays. Shot goes wide on a deflection. Stingrays get it back down to 37 seconds to go in the period. Justin Florek, defended by Fortunato. Florek's pass is deflected. Stingrays hold it in. Fanning on the shot is Connor Moore. And the Icemen fortunate that shot doesn't end up on goal. It was in a great scoring position. Stingrays still have it in the zone, however, with 22 seconds to go in the period. 4-10 at the right circle. On his forehand, tries to center, it is deflected, comes high into the air, it goes out of play and into the crowd. Somebody's got a souvenir with 13.8 seconds to go. So Jacksonville, despite out shooting South Carolina 12-6, still find themselves down with seconds to go in this first period. Faceoff will be to the left side of Olaf Lindbaum. Derek Lodermeyer on the faceoff for Jacksonville. Bear Hughes for the Stingrays. Puck is down, comes up high. Jacksonville has it. They've got a 2-on-2. They might have some time here. Up the left side, Stingrays win to the puck. It is Kim ahead of Aaron Nazarian. 4 seconds to go in the period, and it looks like time will elapse. So we have the horn sounding and the Icemen trailing by 1 after 1 period of play. Nothing new for the Icemen. Jacksonville has made a habit of coming back from these kind of games, and that's where they stand right now. They played well in the opening 20 minutes of play, but playing well does not always result in results, as they say. And that is the case, at least for the time being, for the Icemen. But still 40 minutes left of hockey in this one. The Icemen did outshoot South Carolina 12-6 in that opening period of play. But it's the Stingrays who get the only goal, and it was in the opening minute of play. First shot on goal, I believe, for either team, in fact. Carter Turnbull, his 21st of the year. He was allowed just too much space right in front of the net, and he put a forehand just underneath the crossbar. His 21st of the season. He now leads the entire ECHL with those 21 goals. Anthony Delgaizo, the only assist at the 42-second mark of period number 1, and that has been it in this first period. 1 power play for the Icemen. They did not convert. And let's bring it back down to Alex Reed with an intermission guest.
All right, fans, I'm here with Iceman forward Jake. And Jake, when you just look at that first period, yeah, they got that first goal, but you had 12 shots on goal. You doubled up. You guys are getting some chances. Your thoughts on the first period?
Yeah, I thought we had a good first period. Obviously, you don't want to give up the first goal in the first minute, but I thought we responded well. We're getting our chances. We just got to stay hard on the forecheck and also focus on making sure we're making our back checks as well.
You guys had a little bit of a break here with the All-Star break. We're hitting now to the second half of the season. How's the mood in the room?
It's great. We went into the All-Star break flying high, and we're still feeling good. I feel like we got a good group of guys in the room, and we just got to keep it going.
All right, best of luck, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, that was Jacob Hamaker joining us here in the first intermission report.
Thank you very much, Reader. Thank you, Jacob, as well. And yes, it is the halfway point with the All-Star break this past Monday, and today's game marks the exact halfway point of the season for Jacksonville. This is game number 36 of 72 for the Icemen. Some teams have already exceeded the halfway point, but for the Icemen, it is tonight is the exact halfway mark of the season for the Icemen. It's 1-0 South Carolina after 1 period of play. We will take a break and return with your ECHL Plays of the Week, as brought to you by Tim Foley of the Worcester Railers up in the North Division. We'll be back in a moment. This is Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksiceman.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Get into the game at Best Bet. Come experience the best in card games, hospitality, and fun at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. You don't have to be a poker pro to have an exciting time. Featuring card games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-card poker, and Pai Gow. Wager on exciting simulcast races and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Our card rooms are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Details at bestbetjacks.com.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Iceman home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Iceman office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksiceman.com.
When Smart Tools give you control, you own it. When you're confident in your decisions, you own it. When you're sure someone's got your back, you own it. At Community First Credit Union, you can own it all. With free digital banking, fewer fees, and a team that's ready to help, you're in control of your money so you can live your life your way. Go ahead and own it. Add an account today at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Bank how and when you want to with Community First. Get free checking with rewards and free digital tools that make managing your money simple and life simply better. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
From across America's premier AA hockey league, this is the ECHL Plays of the Week.
High slap shot, off the glove, and in! Now for the net, he scores! There he is, right there, what he scores! He'll slip back out to the blue line, shot, score! Rodney scores! Scores! It's rewrite the record book! It's a hat trick!
He skates in over the line, Deeks shoots,
He shoots
in the slot, shot, save, game is over!
Happy All-Star Week, hockey fans, and welcome inside this week's edition of ECHL Plays of the Week. I'm the voice of the Worcester Railers, Tim Foley. With the season reaching its midpoint and the games meaning more by the day, it's time to take a listen back to the best of what America's premier AA hockey league had to offer this past week. The first place Indy Fuel are rolling, having won 8 of their last 10 games. On Saturday night, they rallied from 2 deficits against the Kalamazoo Wings in front of the largest crowd in franchise history. With the game tied at 2 late in the second, Andrew Ballant drew a shorthanded penalty shot but was stopped. 46 seconds later, on the same K-Wings power play, he got another chance at a breakaway.
Up to the point, LeBlanc, shot blocked, out to center. Here's another potential short-handed breakaway for Andrew Ballant. This time, he scores! Block shot at his own line. And Andrew Ballant with redemption. Stopped on the penalty shot. This time, he beats the D, beats Cormier. It's a shorthanded goal, and the Fuel lead at 3-2.
Ballant's goal was the game winner in the Fuel's 3-2 victory. That's Andrew Smith on the Indy Fuel Broadcast Network. The Maine Mariners continued their tear last week, winning all 4 games on a road trip to Norfolk and Reading. On the final day of the trip, Monday afternoon in Reading, forward and social media sensation Pat Shea led the way with his first career hat trick. After scoring the first 2 goals of the game, Shea was out with Reading's net empty and sealed Maine's 6th straight win.
Came out to the far corner for Cormier. Back to Girard. 20 seconds to play. Girard to Millman, right circle. Back across, disrupted. Here's Kyle. He waits back now. Kyle will feed it off for Pat Shea. Looking for the empty netter and the hat trick. Takes it wide and finishes the deal. Pat Shea, the hat trick here in Reading. And the Mariners are on their way to a 10-game point streak. They lead 4-2 with 9.7 seconds left.
That call comes from Michael Keeley on the Mariners radio network. Shea is the team leader in goals with 16, already topping his 60-game total from last season. The Iowa Heartlanders had 8 crazy nights of games at the Kansas City Mavericks already this season, most of them one-goal contests. Playing to that theme, rookie forward Tommy Peratino stepped up to get Iowa a point last Saturday.
Heartlanders caught changing. Stevens to Elm. Slot rip. Blocked by Iowa. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Paratino and Pastajov. Paratino left slot a snipe. He scores! Oh man, that's how you play hockey! 5 minutes to go in the second. We're tied again. 2-on-1 wrister. Tommy Paratino.
The rookie out of Michigan Tech has been a nice story this season and is second on the Landers in goals. David Fine with the call on the Heartlanders Broadcast Network. On Friday night in Tulsa, newly signed Rush forward Whelan Parrish made an immediate impact in his first game with the team. With the Rush trailing 1-0, Parrish crashed the net and did this.
Here they come, gaining the zone. Logan Nelson in, skates into the slot. Nelson shot, save, rebound, score! Whelan Parrish with his first ECHL goal. Buries it on the back door and wrap.
Parrish scored
Feel that passion is just a start. If you think practice is never over. If you believe speed limits are just for highways. And Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons. If you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 35th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticKnit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2023 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Craft 1861, exclusive CBD partner. Dash, official mobile auction platform. The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider. FanSaves, official digital couponing platform. Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider. Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider. In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider. Miracle Fresh, official odor eliminator. And Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2023 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
The Community First Igloo is a newly renovated ice facility located just off the Emerson Road exit on I-95 in Jacksonville. The facility is the official practice facility of the Jacksonville Icemen and features 2 sheets of ice and offers something for everyone, including public skating, figure skating, as well as youth and adult hockey leagues. There is also Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. In addition, you can relax and cool off at the Icemen Restaurant and Bar, purchase gear and equipment at the Pro Shop, and for you gamers, there's a state-of-the-art esports gaming arena. For more information, visit communityfirstigloo.com or call 904-399-3223. So come feel the freeze to the Community First Igloo. Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
On the go? You own it. At Community First Credit Union, you can own it all. There's nobody quite like you, so be yourself and bank your way at Community First. Get free checking with rewards, your paycheck deposited a day early, and other benefits like Zelle, an easy way to pay family and friends for complete control of your money. Go ahead, own it. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union, just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksiceman.com. Iceman Hockey, feel the freeze.
Get into the game at Best Bet. Come experience the best in card games, hospitality, and fun at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. You don't have to be a poker pro to have an exciting time. Featuring card games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-Card Poker, and Pai Gow. Wager on exciting simulcast races and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Our card rooms are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Details at bestbetjacks.com.
With Alex Reed, Arlie Johnson with you between periods 1 and 2. In fact, just a moment away from the start of the second period. Jacksonville, despite outshooting the South Carolina Stingrays 12-6 in the first period, find themselves down by 1 on an opening minute goal from the league's leading goal scorer in Carter Turnbull. But, Reeder, I don't know if you really changed much for Jacksonville from the opening 20 minutes of play, with the exception of the score itself. Hey, to me, the message from Nick Luco is just keep doing the same thing you're doing, guys, and eventually good things are going to come our way.
Yeah, they got a lot of shots. They doubled up the Stingrays in shots on goal, 12-6. And they created some opportunities. They threw the puck at the goaltender, and they got to continue to do that here. Again, really the only blemish was maybe the team was still on all-star break for the first minute, but allowed Turnbull to go in and score. But there was good energy there, maybe a smidge more urgency to get this game tied up and make certain that they get the next goal in this game. That'll be key here in this second period. But again, we talked about Arlie, just this team putting together 60 minutes. Can they do it? And when they do, man, this team is going to be very tough to go to 10 with moving forward here, as we are now hitting down the second part of the season here after the All-Star break.
Well, the Icemen, I thought, played a very good first 20 minutes, so it could still be a 60-minute effort. but they just need to continue to stay in this game. South Carolina is stingy as they always are. It didn't start the season that way, but I think they've really tightened up defensively. You do not want to fall behind by more than a goal to this club, although that being said, the Icemen do have one 3-goal comeback victory this year. It was in South Carolina, and that's one of the 3 blemishes that the Stingrays have this year when they score the first goal.
You know, maybe this is the way the team wants to do it, because that's how they have been doing it lately. You look at against Atlanta, the 2 wins up there, both come from behind victories. They were down by 2 goals in both
each
of
of
those
them.
games,
Yeah,
and came back to win. One in regulation, the other one in overtime. So, again, this team gets stronger as the game goes on. We'll see if that is the case here as we head into period 2.
And the Stingrays have the puck in the offensive zone. Wrister on net, gloved by Lindbaum with some traffic in front. But Lindbaum saw it all the way, and the draw will come to his right side. Just seconds in to period number 2. There was only 1 penalty in that first period. It did go to South Carolina. Jacksonville did not convert, however, on the power play.
Yeah, that was an opportunity here. Again, both teams have very good power play units, as you highlighted, and so that I think special teams in a tight game could play a big factor here today. And Jacksonville, they need to be disciplined here. And sometimes the best penalty kill is to play disciplined hockey and not give South Carolina a lot of opportunities with the man advantage. So far, they have not.
Icemen win the faceoff. Nazarian lofts it out to center. Bouncing puck there. Where does it go? Stingrays get it. And Hughes will knock it in deep. Lindbaum out of his net. He's been playing better with the goaltender stick as well. Plays it up the far side. Stingrays get the steal. Icemen get it right back. Thea Cheritis, a good outlet pass to Fortunato. The defenseman starts the charge. Over the blue line, drop pass. There's Fortunato. He'll take the shot. Save is made by Wall. Rebound just eludes Nazarian. Puck goes off the referee, and that actually helps the Icemen out, keeping it in the zone briefly. South Carolina gets the puck back, however, as Fortunato is bidding for the equalizer.
It's a good shot by Fortunato, and it left a pretty good rebound there after Wall made the save. And Nazarian was in great position, and there was some space on that short side as Wall was, getting down or getting situated from the butterfly, but it just hopped over the stick of Nazarian. Tough one there.
South Carolina gets a steal at the blue line. 4-10 with a drop pass going to the forehand side. Save made by Lindbaum. That was an important one. Rebound for Jacksonville and Brown. Brown chipping it up the left side for Nazarian. Slides it into the Stingray zone. Anderson beats Lynch to the puck. Good speed there by Anderson to knock it off the boards and back into the Jacksonville zone. Lynch was on his heels the whole way, and now it's South Carolina into the offensive end. It is still Anderson, who is flying as a defenseman. Good speed for him, but as Jacksonville finally works the puck out, and they get it to center ice. Lynch trying to split the defense. He finds Harris. Harris to the backhand side. Save made by Wall. Harris was getting harassed by Connor Moore the whole way. He could not get any air in that backhand shot, and South Carolina also forced him to the backhand. It was a great feed to split the defense, but it was also well defended by the Stingrays.
Yeah, it was, and it was a good effort there by Harris. You could tell he was trying to get it to the forehand side, but he didn't have that option. He had to go with the backhand, and because of the strong defensive play by South Carolina, he was able to try to get something on it. Got a piece of it, but just no lift, as you said, and that was easy pickings there for Tyler Wall.
Face off to the left side of Wall. Luke Lynch on the draw with Luke Martin to his left in the slot. Brendan Harris to his right along the glass. At the blue line, we have Luca Hano along with Jacob Friend. Stingrays win the draw. Skating behind his net and flipping it up the left side is Michael Kim. Immediately sets away Wilkins for a 2-man attack. Picks up a trailer in Evans as well. Into the corner. Played around the wall. It is Evans with a behind the back pass, but that's intercepted by Jacksonville. Lynch moves it cross ice for Martin. Martin over the red line, then over the blue, onside of the Icemen. Drop pass, good feed for Hano at the top of the right circle. He'll play it into the corner for Hammaker. Hammaker drops it down low, trying to cycle it free, but it is picked off by Wilkins, and the Stingrays play it up the right wing side. It is Evans tossing it in cross corner. Friend is first on the puck for the Icemen. Rimming it around, it is blocked, comes right back to him. Tries to play it up the near side wall. The Stingrays get a piece of it, and Jacksonville will try again to clear the zone. Hano, what a move to get by a forechecker, feeding it to the right side for Harris. Deflected away by South Carolina, turned and thrown into goal, and it is the Stingrays on the puck on the right wing side. Hosh, cross ice look for Redicop. Bear Hughes now through center ice. Stingrays are onside with a 3-man rush. Cross ice look. Delgaizo with a drop pass. Great pad save made by Lindbaum. Rebound for the Icemen. Here they come. Moving is Fortunato over the blue line. immediately double team, but a penalty comes. It is against South Carolina, and second power play of the evening belongs to the Icemen, trailing 1-0 early in the second period, but another opportunity for a top 5 power play club in the ECHL.
Yeah, great chance here for Jacksonville as they are in a situation where they could try to tie the game up here. And again, they come in with the 5th best power play in the league. They're even better at home, and this is a chance for them, trying to get the equalizer here and get back on track here. Again, this game, just a 1-goal game here early in the second period. And again, that penalty was created with pressure and an offensive opportunity. And so Jacksonville's kind of been the team that's been a little bit more relentless there in that area, and they draw the penalty here for the power play.
They'll start with Luke Lynch, Aaron Azarian up front, along with Zach Jordan. At the blue line, it's Brandon Fortunato and Craig Martin as a 4th forward. Stingrays win the draw. They clear it out to the Jacksonville line. Icemen again, 23.4% on the power play, 5th overall in the league. They have carried that power play to quite a number of victories throughout the course of the first half of the season. Jacksonville over the blue line, they are onside, but the Stingrays steal and clear out immediately. They are a tough defense to puncture as the Icemen get it back in their own zone. It is Martin waiting for Scarfo to skate by. Harris dekes away from Scarfo. He gains the line onside, feeds it to the right. Cross ice look at his Martin, back to the right point for Fortunato. Top of the right circle, Harris on the forehand. Plays it down low, forehand shot, save made with the glove. Lynch did not get all of it, but what a setup that was to move it low to high to get that forehand away to Luke Lynch.
Yeah, great execution there. Just didn't have the finish there. Lynch was set up perfectly that time right there at the hash mark. Just didn't get what he wanted to on that shot. He gets a little bit more direct, a little bit more control on it there. That could have been very challenging for Tyler Wall, but it didn't kind of work out that way. But beautifully set up there by Jacksonville, and a good way to get some momentum started here on the power play.
Lynch again on the man advantage on the face-off. Stingrays win it. They do not clear it. It's held in at the point by Fortunato. Indirect feed for Harris in tight quarters, but he works it free to the far corner. Harris on his forehand, surveying his territory. There's that play again. It gets deflected to Martin. Martin at the top of the left circle. Seam pass for Harris at the right circle. Centering feed. Great save by Wall. Comes back to Lynch for Martin. Forehand, and it is deflected wide. It would have gone well wide, I think, anyway, as the Icemen continue to pressure for the equalizer.
Yeah, I'm just chuckling there because Martin, just below the face-off dot, and that hole was wide open in the corner. You could tell that's where he was trying to go with it. As soon as he got the puck, you knew that's where he was going to go to it, but he just kind of curled it a little bit too high. But the corner was there. It was open. It was the right shot selection. Just didn't quite get it executed there.
Still 53 seconds to go on the power play. I really like that maneuver that the Icemen have done. They've worked it twice to go down to the goal line extended and bring it right back up top to Lynch. We'll see if they do it on the opposite side this time. Derek Lodermeyer is your pivot man, and he'll be the one on the bumper. Lodermeyer with Zach Jordan and Garrett Cockrell up front. Stingrays win this draw. They'll slam it around the wall. Brown, does he hold it in? They say no. How did he hold it in? They say he didn't, but I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't know how it could have been called offside. Close.
Yeah, you have to have that little bit of white in between the backside of the blue line and the puck, and I didn't think that was there. I didn't even think the puck even left the blue line area, but that's the way they called it. The call was made from the linesman on the opposite end of the ice, so maybe he had a better look than we did.
No argument from Brown, and the Icemen win this face-off at center. It is Panetta, has it tapped away. It trickles into the Stingray zone. Redekop loses it to Panetta and keeps it in the zone. Turnover from South Carolina. Jordan to the forehand, cannot get the shot away. Taps it around the wall, pinching in from the blue line to hold it in for the moment is Jacksonville. Comes back behind the net. South Carolina rims it around. Panetta at the left point. Great play to hold the zone. A steal from the Stingrays, however, and it is Martin Hosh who works it back behind the Jacksonville net. Still 1-0 South Carolina. 10 seconds to go on this power play for the Icemen. Brown in his own zone. Shifts away from one man. He'll take it over the blue line. Right wing corner. Good feed for Cockrell in the high slot. Drop pass for Panetta. Shot looking for a stick for Lowen. Could not get the redirect. It comes off the boards for South Carolina. They are now at full strength. And it's Carter Turnbull who has the only goal of the game, trying to play it behind the Jacksonville net. Puck trickles right back to Limbaum. Tricky there, as it was right at the far side post, and Limbaum had to be alert to keep that puck out of the net. Face-off will come into the Jacksonville zone with 14 and a half to go in period number 2. South Carolina riding this 1-0 lead from the opening minute of the game, just 42 seconds in. And that has been it so far. Lynch on the draw against Scarfo. And Jacksonville wins it cleanly. It is Hano behind the net for Friend. Sends it up the left wing for Craig Martin. Martin gains center ice. Good feed right up the middle of the Lynch. He's onside. Wrister away. Shrugged off. Rebound for Jacksonville. They cannot get the shot away. And South Carolina clears it out. But a good setup there for Luke Lynch in the high slot. Tyler Wall continues to play very well for South Carolina. Jacksonville gets it back at center ice. It is Hano deking around one man. Tries to feed it for Martin. It is Hano, or rather Lowen, holding the zone. Martin will rim it around all the way to the blue line. Hano banks it off the wall behind the net for Lowen. He's got a man cutting to goal. Centering feed. Save is made. Rebound is loose, and Wall's going to cover it up. All alone on the doorstep was Craig Martin, and Tyler Wall is not able to be punctured yet. He still has saved every shot that's come his way. 18 for 18 now for the Icemen, but it is still Jacksonville trailing by 1. 1-0 is your score with 13:50 to go in period number 2. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 35th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2023 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Kraft 1861, exclusive CBD partner; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Miracle Fresh, official odor eliminator; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2023 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Stingrays win the face-off, and they clear it out of their own end. Jacksonville right back into the zone. Streaking is Thea Charitis up the left side. Gets a shot away. Stick save made by Wall. Rebound behind the net. Good reverse hit there by Ryan Lowen as South Carolina moves it up the wall. Good pinch in and a steal by Fortunato. Jacksonville holds it in. Centering feed. Tapped loose by the Stingrays. Icemen cannot keep it in this time. Back at the blue line of Jacksonville. We have a penalty coming, I think, on the Icemen this time. It's going to be a hook. And for the first time tonight, it will be the Stingrays to the power play. Craig Martin goes into the box. I wonder if that's just a little bit of frustration from Marty, who's had a couple of glorious chances on the doorstep in this second period, but he's come away empty.
Yeah, I mean, he's had some great chances here, some good looks, just nothing to show for it. It could be a little frustration there, Arlie. I mean, it is tough for a guy that, you know, had 29 goals last season. He comes back into the fold. You know, he wants to get those goal-scoring machine going that we know that he can do. So it could just be a little frustration there. And right now, Jacksonville, this is a big penalty kill right now, going up against a very good unit in South Carolina in a 1-0 game. Jacksonville really needs to get the kill here and keep it just a one-goal game.
Stingrays are second in the league on the power play, 24.6%. Jacksonville's penalty kill is 17th, exactly 80%. Stingrays have the puck at the blue line. It is Wilkins as a fourth forward, leaving it for Connor Moore at the left point. Shot is deflected wide by Luca Hano, who steps into the shooting lane. Stingrays get it right back. Turnaround shot, that goes wide. Crazy bounce, and the Stingrays hold it in. Trying to get the steal is Zach Jordan. Jordan along the boards, held in by South Carolina at the line. They will keep it in and play it in deep. Wilkins flips it behind the net for Hughes. Defending is Hano. The referee gets in the way there as well, and I think that helps Jacksonville. As Friend moves it up the wall, it goes by Moore, and it slides out to the Stingray zone. Still a minute 14 to go on the power play for South Carolina. Jacksonville changing their penalty killing as Moore carries up the right side and drops it back for Hughes. Luke Lynch penalty killing now with Brown. Stingrays into the zone onside. Hughes with a centering feed. Picked off by Jacksonville. Here comes Lynch, self-feed, tries to take it off the boards. Over the blue line, they couldn't work free a breakaway. Brown and Lynch were trying to work either a 2-on-1 or a breakaway. Could not quite get it to go. And the Stingrays get it back at their own line. It is Moore. to center ice, leaving the puck for Fortin. Great move by Fortin, steps around another one, cuts to the backhand side and scores. An incredible individual effort by Alex Fortin for a power play goal for South Carolina. You're going to see that one on the ECHL Plays of the Week next week. It was a thing of beauty.
Yeah, it's got to be on there. Just, tag that one. Great play there as he made the deep move to the backhand, went right around the defenseman, and then finished it off with another move around the goaltender whose leg was outstretched. There wasn't a lot of room to stuff that one in, but he managed to do it. And a great opportunity that they were able to convert here, and they extend the lead to 2-0.
So that goal from Fortin, his 9th of the year, and you won't see a better individual effort. He got by a couple of Jacksonville defenders, and everybody else is just standing there watching. So Jacksonville now down by 2 to South Carolina. No easy task to come back from this. Connor Moore and Justin Florick assist on that power play goal. We told you about South Carolina having the second best power play in the league, and they are 1-for-1 with the man advantage now. As the Icemen lose the puck, a shot goes just wide from Scarfo. Stingrays with a drop pass to nobody. Exactly, it was Michael Kim who came in from the blue line and then dropped it back to what should have been his own spot. But the Icemen down by a pair now, despite outshooting South Carolina 19-9. They are down by 2 as the Icemen have it at center ice. Nazarian cannot outlet it to Ryan Lowen, who is open at the Stingray blue line. Now it's South Carolina into the offensive zone. Scarfo rimming it around. It goes by everybody to the near side, all the way to the blue line. Mass holds it in for Courtnall. Spinning away from a man, Fortin, or rather it's South Carolina's Fortin now. Loses it behind the net to Jacksonville. Tossing it up the right side, Lowen with a good redirect. Here comes Harris with Nazarian. Trailer on the play is Panetta. It's Panetta in the slot. Takes a shot and scores! Jacob Panetta has put the Icemen on the board on a 3-on-2 odd man rush for the Icemen. It's 2-1 Stingrays with 10:39 to go.
Great response by Jacksonville. They needed to get the next goal in this game. They did just that. It's a 1-goal game again. And Jacob Panetta catching up with the play. He was the trailer, and he finished it off there with a nice zip after he collected the puck high slot and just ripped it home cleanly. Hit the back of the net. And Jacob Panetta with the big strike here has Jacksonville on the board here at approaching the halfway point of the period.
Just a minute 15 after the Stingrays make it a 2-0 game. Jacksonville comes right back. Could we once again see the Icemen come back from a multi-goal deficit? Well, the Icemen are halfway home right now, and here's Joe Massa with your goal call.
Goal, scoring his 6th goal of the season, number 50, Jacob Panetta. Assisted by number 22, Ara Nazarian. And number 83, Brendan Harris. Time of the goal, 9 minutes and 21 seconds.
Thank you, Joe, as Jacksonville tries to get the puck over the blue line. They do. Chaz Redekop around the wall, comes to the near side, pinching in his Lodermeyer, but the Stingrays do break out of the zone. By himself is Anthony Del Gaizo. He's waiting for a trailer. There's none to come, but a steal from South Carolina. Cross ice look and a goal. South Carolina again gets the goal. This time give it to Martin Hosch. And it is a 3-1 advantage now for South Carolina. So back-to-back goals, 2 for the Stingrays, 1 for the Icemen, and that is a tough one to give up, but an excellent play again from the Stingrays.
Yeah, they really stretched that pass, and it came from a wild angle up against the boards there. It was a great shot on the one-timer that ripped home there from long distance there. Great job there by South Carolina on that shot. That was a nice set of play. Kind of lulled the Icemen a little bit of sleep there defensively and then passed that across. I don't think he was expecting a pass that long, but he was set up and ready to go, buried it into the back of the net. 2-goal game yet again.
Just the 2nd goal of the season for Martin Hosch. Typically a blue line defender, but you wouldn't know it based on that finish. That was a David Pasternak kind of finish from the wide side. As Jacksonville trails by 2 again. So back to the drawing board for the Icemen. Stingrays play it around the wall in their own zone. Evans takes it out to the left side. Into the offensive end is Matt Anderson. Sharp angle shot goes off the side of the net. Comes off the wall for South Carolina. They'll keep it in. It is Wilkins at the blue line. Flip pass to the left side. Florick with a centering feed. Trying to get a shot away. I believe getting a piece of it there was Lindbaum as Jacksonville chips it off the wall and out. Here is Martin over the blue line. He's got Brodzinski get it to it. couldn't quite get it to him. He did everything in his power to feed it cross ice, but it was stolen by South Carolina. Back come the Stingrays the other way. Connor Moore activates from the blue line. Into the slot, it is Floric, turnaround shot, well wide. Comes off the wall for Alex Fortin. Fortin on his forehand. Spins away from trouble. Spins again away from Harris. Gets a shot away and a glove save made by Lindbaum. Fortin is putting on a stick handling display in this second period as South Carolina has a 3-1 lead as Jacob Panetta does get the Iceman on the board with his 6th goal of the season. Back in a moment with 8:50 to go in the second period. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey. The Community First Igloo is a newly renovated ice facility located just off the Emerson Road exit on I-95 in Jacksonville. The facility is the official practice facility of the Jacksonville Icemen and features 2 sheets of ice and offers something for everyone, including public skating, figure skating, as well as youth and adult hockey leagues. There is also Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. In addition, you can relax and cool off at the Icemen Restaurant and Bar, purchase gear and equipment at the Pro Shop, and for you gamers, there's a state-of-the-art esports gaming arena. For more information, visit communityfirstigloo.com or call 904-399-3223. So come feel the freeze to the Community First Igloo. Arlie Johnson, Alex Reed with you. The Icemen who have won each of their last 2 games, overcoming 2-goal deficits. In fact, specifically, they were 3-1 deficits. And here we sit, mid-second period. Jacksonville trails 3-1.
Icemen got them right where they want them right now,
Yes,
Arlie.
they do.
South Carolina has no idea what is waiting for them around the corner here in the tail end of this second period.
Face off to the left side.
I'm making those comments based on the last 2 games.
Sure, of course, and why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
In one of those situations, the Icemen had 3 goals in the span of about 2 minutes late in the second period at Atlanta. And here come the Icemen again into the offensive end. It's Brown, right circle, into the slot, tapped away by South Carolina. Bouncing puck, Stingrays have it. It's Fortin up the right side. With speed is Fortin. Gets a pass away, forehand. Great save by Lindbaum. Rebound ends up into the corner. Remember that stop from Olaf Lindbaum as South Carolina still has the puck. And Alex Fortin is really creating some issues for Jacksonville. Lindbaum makes another stop, this time in the logo, right on the Harry Potter patch, I would say, and he will hold on to it. But Alex Fortin right now is a problem for the Icemen.
Yeah, they got you put a lot of focus on Carter Turnbull, who's already got a goal in this game. Now you got to start looking at Fortin as well. He is becoming a little bit of an issue here, and Jacksonville's got to keep an eye on him. And again, this is a South Carolina team. Scoring goals has not been a problem for them this year, and they spread it around a little bit. This team knows how to score, and it's a different look South Carolina team that we are accustomed to. Usually this was a defensive, shut it down, 1 goal, 2 goal a game team. They shut it down, they get the win. This year, nope, they're coming at you, and you got to be able to keep pace. And they've been pretty good at protecting leads as well, as we discussed earlier in the broadcast.
Well, we'll see if they can protect this one. Jacksonville has 6 come-from-behind victories when trailing after 2 periods this year. That leads the entire ECHL. And here come the Icemen through center ice. It is Harris over the blue line onside, cuts to the high slot, gets a wrister away, but it's over the crossbar. At the far side circle, Icemen do their best to hold the zone, and they've got it. It is Martin trying to spin away from a man, keeps his feet, feeds it into the slot. There's Lynch with a forehand, knocked away by South Carolina. Good defense there. I believe it was Redekop who got a stick in the shooting lane.
Yeah, he did. He got a stick in there, and a great job by Lynch to get in position. And a good job by the Icemen to find him there. Just couldn't get the shot through because Redekop made a good defensive play. But that's where the Icemen would love to be shooting from the middle there, between the hashes, between the circles. And those are usually good opportunities in most cases there. But Redekop, the big reach there, gets the stick in on the play.
Draw away to the left side of Tyler Wall. I think he has also been a major story in this one. He saved 19 of 20 shots thus far. And South Carolina wins the draw. It is Moore fanned on his clearing attempt. Jacksonville looks to hold it in. Goes over the stick of Tim Theocharidis and comes back to the Icemen line. Brandon Fortunato up the right side, redirected over the line by Lodermeyer. Stingrays bring it right back out. It is Turnbull for Del Gaizo. Drop pass for Turnbull. Cross ice. Centering feed knocked away. Good stick there by Brandon Fortunato. Playing it off the wall. Good stick there by South Carolina to keep the puck in the zone. It's Turnbull on the right side. Into the corner is Turnbull. Centering feed, deflects off a skate, and it caroms all the way back to center. 7:17 to go in the second period. Icemen trail by 2. Delgaizo into the zone offensively for South Carolina. Gives it up immediately to Hammaker. Here come the Icemen with a 3-man rush. Hammaker for Jordan. Can he get the feed away? Lodermeyer was cutting to net, but they could not get the pass off, and the Stingrays come away with the puck.
Yeah, Lodermeyer all alone in front. If they could have drifted a pass to him, it'd have been a one-on-one chance with Wall. That would have been a great chance for the Icemen.
Thea Chariot is held up on the play. Gets the puck away, chips it off glass, all the way into the Stingray zone. No icing here on a deflection. It is Michael Kim ahead of Aaron Azarian. Kim on the left side. Plays it ahead for Wilkins. Nearly gave it up in the offensive zone. Stingrays get it back, however. Mass for Kim. It is Wilkins now. Recoiling for Mass at the right side. Cross ice look. Goes off the boards for Jacksonville. Pass up the middle. Goes by everybody. Deflection. No icing. Well, now they do blow the whistle. Cole Rui waves it off saying deflection. But Tanem Wyanzik blows the whistle dead, and I think they might have this face-off at center ice.
Yeah, they're having a discussion here amongst the officials right there at center ice. The Icemen are lining up at center ice as if this is where it needs to be, and I believe that's what's going to happen.
And it is. So Cole Rui gets his call to stand on the deflection, so face-off comes to center ice instead. You'll love to see the Icemen at least cut the gap to within 1 by the end of this period and then see what they can do with their third period magic, which they have relied on heavily over the last, really over a good portion of this first half of the season. Stingrays into the offensive zone. Rimming it around. Brown gets a piece of it. He cannot clear it yet. Floric in the right wing corner. Feeds it down low for Evans. Evans on his backhand. Cuts to the forehand. He puts it wide on the forehand. Floric gets it back off the end boards. Finding Evans. Poke check by Cockrell, but Evans gets it right back. Into the far side corner. Wilkins and Evans going against Brown and Cockrell for Jacksonville. Still tied up along the wall. Wilkins gets it free. Works it to the line. It comes to the right side for Hosh. Cross ice it is Redekop. Wrister on net. Snatched out of the air by Lindbaum. A low wrister with no screen in front. And we'll take a break with 5:37 to go in the second period. Jacksonville trails 3-1. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey. Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Icemen action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription, and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. Flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL. Icemen looking for something that'll provide a bit of a spark for them on Harry Potter night here in Jacksonville. It's also the last home game of the month of January for the Icemen. 3 straight on the road after tonight. They'll be in South Carolina on Sunday afternoon. That's another big one. And followed by next weekend's trip to the Indy Fuel, the last trip out of division for Jacksonville, at least road trip out of division. And that's a big one against the first place Fuel and a barometer game, pair of games for both clubs. Icemen back into the offensive end. It is Craig Martin along the near side wall. 3 men are there for South Carolina. Martin and Lynch trying to dig the puck free, and Lynch does get it loose. He's got a man in the high slot, can't get the puck to Fortunato. Now he flips it to the blue line for Fortunato. Walking the line to the left side. Still with it is Fortunato. Dances around another man. Centering feed deflected away. Here comes South Carolina in transition. Martin, the forward, the only defenseman, and Jacksonville very fortunate that 3-on-1 didn't develop. I don't think Lawton Courtnall had any idea that they were on a 3-on-1. He was just trying to clear the zone.
I think he was. He felt the pressure coming, got rid of it, but he had options, and it was a clear-cut 3-on-1. You're right. I don't think he recognized And that comes down to awareness, Arlie, just being aware of the play and what's going on there. The same way the Icemen got caught in that situation, didn't have enough guys back. They got caught with too many men deep, but you're right, they kind of got away with one there, and fortunate that they didn't get a chance to try to set something up there.
Draw will come to the left side of Jacksonville netminder Olaf Lindbaum. Next goal, crucial in this game. Every game that these two clubs have faced against each other have been one-goal games. Jacksonville winning 5-4 here on home ice in November, winning 4-3 in overtime in South Carolina, and then dropping a game 3-2 to the Stingrays, also in South Carolina. Icemen chip it up the left wing wall. It is Hadfield, 2-on-2 for the moment. Over the blue line is Hadfield, tries for the drop pass for Jordan. He does get it back. Shot on goal on a deflection and a save made by Wall, as Hadfield, I believe, got a piece of it along the way. And South Carolina pokes it in behind the Jacksonville net. It is Jacob Friend moving it to the left side for Hadfield. South Carolina has not allowed a whole lot of sustained pressure for Jacksonville in this contest as the puck comes off the boards for the Stingrays. The Icemen, when they've had their opportunities, and they've had many, 21 shots on goal, but most of it is a shot here, a shot there, not a whole lot of sustained pressure as the Icemen come away with the puck in their own zone. It is Hadfield simply backhanding it over the head of Martin Hosh back to the Stingray blue line. Redekop with it there, defended by Brodzinski. Comes off the end boards in the Stingray zone for Hosh. Indirect feed for Floric. He'll deflect in behind the Icemen net. Jacob Panetta first on the puck. He has the only goal for Jacksonville thus far. Hadfield chips it off the wall to the Stingray line. Redekop for Hosh. Hosh has scored the last goal of this game, just his second goal of the season. As the Stingrays play it in, it goes off a skate right back to Lindbaum, who will cover it up. And a faceoff will be in the Icemen zone with 3:17 to go in period number 2. Coming up in the second intermission, we'll go through the always tightening South Division standings. Tell you where everybody stands as of right now. And again, the halfway point for the Icemen with this one. After tonight, it'll be 36 down, 36 to go in the regular season. Face off to the left side of Lindbaum. Christopher Brown on the draw against Johnny Evans. And Jacksonville wins it. Garrett Cockrell, cross ice look for Brodzinski with some speed. Brodzinski for Nazarian. He'll deflect into the right side of Wall. Chasing after it is Nazarian. Hosh beats him to it. Comes up the boards for the Stingrays. It is Justin Floric flipping it to an open wing for Redekop. Redekop tosses it back cross ice. They're saying it's onside. A feed from South Carolina is deflected. It's held in by Hosh. 4-10 into the slot. Comes to the right point for Moore. Wrister and a screen deflected into the corner. 4-10 gets it back. He's defended by Panetta. Floric into the right wing corner. Finds Wilkins on the backhand. Centering feed and a good save there by Lindbaum with the right leg. Rebound for the Stingrays. It comes back behind the Jacksonville net. Panetta up the right wing wall. Brown on the forehand. Forced to just loft it out of the zone with 2:27 to go in the second period. Jacksonville trails 3-1. It is Moore up the right side. Over the blue line is Courtnall. He's defended by Panetta. Softly towards goal, knocked away by Jacksonville. Knocked free still by Jacksonville. Courtnall knocks it out of midair. Martin was cherry picking. Had Jacksonville been able to clear the zone, but they couldn't get it out. Now they get the puck deep in their own zone. It is Cockerell up the wall. It goes into the referee, so he keeps it in for the Stingrays. Jacksonville will try again. Right side it is Lynch through center ice. Lynch cannot gain the blue line, but Harris does. Great move around one man. Gets a shot away. Save made by Wall. Harris was trying to beat Wall 5-hole. Not a bad idea against a tall goaltender in the 6'3" Tyler Wall. 1:48 to go in period number 2. Jacksonville still out shooting South Carolina 22-18, but the Stingrays have cut the gap there a little bit. At one point, it was 11-4 in favor of the Icemen. That was all the way back in the first period, of course. Face-off to the left side of Wall. Derek Lodermeyer on the face-off for the Icemen. He has Ryan Lowen and Zach Jordan with him. Lowen gets a shot deflected into the opposite corner. He'll chase it down off the wall. playing it down low for Jordan. Jordan into the slot, letting it go to Fortunato at the right circle. Wrist shot and a screen, blocked in front. Rebound comes to Lodermeyer. Lodermeyer on his backhand, dropping it underneath. Lowen tries to knock it away from Michael Kim. Penalty coming. It's on Jacksonville. Ryan Lowen's going to be called for it. Stingrays still with the puck, however. They'll skate up the middle and out of the zone. There's your touch at center ice, and a power play coming for the Stingrays with 1:20 on the clock in period number 2. Jacksonville down by a pair and now down a man as well. And this becomes a critical penalty kill as Ryan Lowen goes into the penalty box for the Icemen on the trip. Stingrays have only had one power play, and they did convert on it. Draw will be to the left side of Olaf Lindbaum. The Icemen will send out Christopher Brown and Aaron Nazarian to penalty kill. The two defenders, Luca Hinault and Jacob Friend. Jacksonville wins the faceoff. Hinault knocks it off the end boards for Nazarian, who has some space, enough to skate with it, shorthanded with Brown, looking for a trailer. Jacob Friend steps into the play, comes off the end boards. Friend in front for Brown. Score! Shorthanded goal for Christopher Brown, who picks the top corner, set up by Jacob Friend. It's another shorthanded goal for the Icemen, their 9th of the season, and Jacksonville down just by 1. It's 3-2 South Carolina with 1:07 to go. What a huge lift that'll be for the Icemen if they can carry that into the locker room. They still have some time to kill on the penalty. And what a great touch pass that was from Jacob Friend to Christopher Brown, who makes no mistake over the glove of Tyler Wall. A potential huge momentum builder there for the Icemen. Jacksonville again, remember, still shorthanded. It only took them 13 seconds to score shorthanded there. As we are now in the final minute of period number 2. Stingrays with it behind their own net. It is Connor Moore with a drop pass for Wilkins. Over the blue line is Bear Hughes. Takes a bump from Jacob Friend. Stingrays take it into the zone though. Centering feed, score. They get it right back as Josh Wilkins gets the goal with 44.3 seconds to go. And now that's back-to-back goals for Jacksonville that have been countered by Stingray tallies just seconds later. South Carolina scoring 39 seconds after Jacob Panetta's goal. And for this one, it's going to be even less than that. 19:15 is going to be the time of this goal. So just 23 seconds after Jacksonville scores this time. Again, the Stingrays score on the power play. They're 2 for 2 with the man advantage. And that is a gut punch for Jacksonville. So teams back at full strength, but the Icemen cannot do enough on the penalty kill against South Carolina. Stingrays have the second best power play in the league. They're showing why tonight. 23 seconds to go in the period. Jacksonville out of their own zone. It is Harris at center ice. Slips away from one defender. Fortunato takes it over the blue line. On the give and go, he'll play it down low. 12 seconds to go in the period. Jacksonville looks to center the puck. They cannot get it free. 8 seconds to go in the period. Things are getting a little chippy here as South Carolina gets the puck in their own zone. Sticks are up high off the play as time expires, and each team scores in the final 70 seconds of the period. Jacksonville with a shorthanded goal from Christopher Brown made it 3-2, but the Stingrays come right back just 23 seconds later on a power play goal from Josh Wilkins. For Wilkins, it's his 11th of the year. For Brown, exact same, 11 goals for Christopher Brown as well. So each team scores, and what could have been a great momentum swing for Jacksonville now has gone back the other way, and the pendulum moves back to the Stingrays. They lead by 2 again. They've led 2-0, they've led 3-1, now they lead 4-2. At some point, the Icemen have to find a way to score and then get it right back again. They've got 20 minutes left to do it. The Icemen lead the league in victories when trailing after 2 periods. They have 6 of them. Can they do it again today? We will see. Jacksonville down 4-2 after 2 periods of play. Shots on goal in the second. South Carolina with 13. They have a 2-period total of 19 for the Icemen. They get 11 shots in the second period. They have a 2-period total of 23. And goals from Jacob Panetta and Christopher Brown, not enough for Jacksonville. Going back to that goal to Brown, Jacob Friend gets 1 assist on the Brown goal, but I believe Aaron Azarian should get another one for Jacksonville. And we'll bring you back down to Alex Reed.
Period intermission report presented by All Pro Heating and Air.
All right, fans, I'm here with Iceman defenseman Jacob Friend. Jacob, just want to look at that period. It's just kind of been a roller coaster ride here. Lots of shifts in momentum. What do you guys got to do here in the third to get the equalizer?
Obviously, this team's a very skilled team, arguably one of the most skilled teams in our division. We got to take away their time and space a little bit more. They're getting a lot of free skates around the neutral zone, so we just got to make sure that we close on these guys a little quicker.
You guys have a knack for getting shorthanded goals. You had a great setup there on the goal for Brown. Just kind of walk us through the play.
Well, I just know that we were down a couple goals. We had odd man rush, so I jumped up. Nazi made a great play off the end wall, and Brownie just hung around the net and found a good spot.
All right, best of luck in the third.
Thank you, appreciate it.
All right, that was Jacob Friend, Iceman defenseman, joining us here in the second intermission report.
Thank you both to Reeder and to Jacob Friend, of course, who got the primary assist on Christopher Brown's goal. But right now, the Icemen are still down by a couple. It's South Carolina 4, Jacksonville 2 after 2 periods of play. We'll return in a couple of minutes. We will go through your South Division standings as the Icemen look for yet another come-from-behind victory, this time trying to do it against the Stingrays. This is Jacksonville Icemen Hockey on flowhockey.tv and on Mixlr.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 35th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticNet, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2023 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Kraft 1861, exclusive CBD partner; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Miracle Fresh, official odor eliminator; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2023 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
The Community First Igloo is a newly renovated ice facility located just off the Emerson Road exit on I-95 in Jacksonville. The facility is the official practice facility of the Jacksonville Icemen and features 2 sheets of ice and offers something for everyone, including public skating, figure skating, as well as youth and adult hockey leagues. There is also Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. In addition, you can relax and cool off at the Icemen Restaurant and Bar, purchase gear and equipment at the Pro Shop, and for you gamers, there's a state-of-the-art esports gaming arena. For more information, visit communityfirstigloo.com or call 904-399-3223. So come feel the freeze to the Community First Igloo. Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. flowhockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
On the go, you own it. At Community First Credit Union, you can own it all. There's nobody quite like you, so be yourself and bank your way at Community First. Get free checking with rewards, your paycheck deposited a day early, and other benefits like Zelle, an easy way to pay family and friends. For complete control of your money, go ahead, own it. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
The Jacksonville Icemen offer discounted tickets for groups of 10 or more. Whether it's a company outing, a group from your school or church, or just a gathering of friends, the Icemen can help you set up a night of fun at a discounted cost. Other benefits include an intermission ride on the popular Fan Zam, a post-game group photo, or take a shot on net after the game. Ticket fundraisers are also available. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or visit us online at jacksiceman.com. Icemen Hockey, feel the freeze.
Get into the game at Best Bet. Come experience the best in card games, hospitality, and fun at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. You don't have to be a poker pro to have an exciting time. Featuring card games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-Card Poker, and Pai Gow. Wager on exciting simulcast races and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Our card rooms are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Details at bestbetjacks.com.
The Jacksonville Icemen are always looking to give back to the communities of North Florida. The team offers a ticket fundraising program that many local nonprofits and schools and charitable organizations can take advantage of. The program is simple. Your organization sells tickets to an Icemen home game, and a portion of each ticket purchase will go directly to your cause. This is a fun and easy way to raise money and gain exposure for your organization or school. For more information, contact the Icemen office at 904-602-PUCK. That's 904-602-7825, or log on to jacksiceman.com.
When Smart Tools give you control, you own it. When you're confident in your decisions, you own it. When you're sure someone's got your back, you own it. At Community First Credit Union, you can own it all. With free digital banking, fewer fees, and a team that's ready to help, you're in control of your money so you can live your life your way. Go ahead and own it. Add an account today at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Bank how and when you want to with Community First. Get free checking with rewards and free digital tools that make managing your money simple and life simply better. Add an account at justbeyourself.com. Community First Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
If you feel that passion is just a start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons, if you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
Fans, when you're feeling the freeze, you can grab your Icemen gear at the Icemen Team Shop. Just visit JacksonvilleIcemen.com/merch to visit our online store. You can purchase Icemen team jerseys, t-shirts, hats, pucks, kids gear, and much more. If you're at the game, you can also stop by our merchandise kiosk located in the arena concourse. If you're located out of town but want to show your support for the Icemen from afar, shipping options are available. So visit JacksonvilleIcemen.com/merch to get your Icemen swag today. We are back between periods 2 and 3. Arlie Johnson with you. Thank you, as always, for joining us tonight on Mixlr or on FlowHockey.tv. Regardless of your platform of choice, we are glad you are spending the evening with us. Let's go to the South Division standings. Man, it couldn't be any tighter right now. The top 5 teams in the South halfway through the season, separated by a grand total of 2 points. It is amazing what is going on in this division right now. Nobody seems to be separating from anybody else. Nobody's falling back either, at least out of the top 5. And even the Orlando Solar Bears are trying to make a charge to create a 6-team race potentially. We'll talk about that as we move through the standings. As of this very second, it is a tie for first between the Florida Everblades and Atlanta Gladiators. But keep in mind, Atlanta has played 38 games. That's 3 more than Jacksonville, 4 more than Florida, and an amazing 6 more than South Carolina going into tonight's action. But Florida and Atlanta both with 47 points. 1 point behind them, at least for the moment, by themselves, South Carolina. The Stingrays at 21-7, 3-1. They have 46 points and currently are in 3rd place. Then there's another tie, just 1 point behind South Carolina. Jacksonville, of course, involved in that. The Icemen at 22-12-1 for 45 points. The Greenville Swamp Rabbits also have 45 points. Greenville has played 37 games, so the Icemen have 2 games in hand on Greenville. Then in 6th place, they were kind of tucked away in 6th place for a while, but they're trying to creep back into it, are the Orlando Solar Bears. They have won 5 in a row, the Solar Bears have. They moved over the 500 mark as well. I believe it's the first time all year that they have been over 500. They're only 6 points behind Jacksonville and Greenville right now. And Orlando at 17-16-4-1 for 39 points. They have created a little bit of separation, at least between them and the Savannah Ghost Pirates, the expansion Ghost Pirates, in the cellar right now at 11-18-7 for 29 points. We will take a quick break and come right back with the start of your 3rd period. Jacksonville trails 4-2 after 2. You're listening to Jacksonville Icemen Hockey.
Tonight's game is brought to you by the ECHL, celebrating its 35th season of affordable family entertainment. The ECHL would like to recognize the following league sponsors: AMI Graphics, exclusive signage provider; AthleticKnit, official jersey supplier; Baron Rings, official championship ring supplier; Bellevue University, official higher education partner; BFL Canada Insurance and Sutton Special Risk, sponsors of the 2023 ECHL Hall of Fame induction ceremony; Kraft 1861, exclusive CBD partner; Dash, official mobile auction platform; The Fairley Group, official commercial insurance provider; FanSaves, official digital couponing platform; Flow Sports, exclusive streaming provider; Howie's Hockey Tape, official hockey tape and lace provider; In Glasgow, exclusive puck provider; Miracle Fresh, official odor eliminator; and Warrior, exclusive on-ice equipment provider and title sponsor of the 2023 ECHL All-Star Classic. Catch all of the ECHL action live in high definition by logging on to flowhockey.tv.
Bang the boards. You own it. Face off. You own it. Join the team. You own it. Own it at Community First Credit Union. When you bank at Community First, you're not just a customer, you're an owner. And since we're a proud partner of the Jacksonville Icemen, you'll be part of this team too. It's just one of the ways we give back to the community and put our neighbors like you first, so you can live your best life your way. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself.
Don't forget, this game is being streamed live around the world today. Go to flowhockey.tv to catch all of the Iceman action and archived footage of the event. Flow Hockey is the live streaming home for the Icemen. Get the Flow Sports iOS and Android apps to watch the event live and on the go. Upgrade to a pro subscription and you can gain access to premium content on all Flow Sports sites. This includes more than 1,000 live events, original documentaries, exclusive training and technique videos, and much more. Follow Flow Hockey on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to get the latest news and updates from the Icemen and other upcoming Flow Hockey events. FlowHockey.tv, the new streaming home of the Jacksonville Icemen and the ECHL.
Get into the game at Best Bet. Come experience the best in card games, hospitality, and fun at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and St. Augustine. You don't have to be a poker pro to have an exciting time. Featuring card games of all limits and easy-to-learn games like Ultimate Texas Hold'em, 3-Card Poker, and Pai Gow. Wager on exciting simulcast races and enjoy delicious food and drinks. Our card rooms are open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 a.m. and 24 hours on Saturday and Sunday. Details at bestbetjacks.com.
NHL players have amazing talent, and some of the very best developed right here in the ECHL.
Beagles in, he scores!
Now, follow all your favorite ECHL alumni every night on NHL Network's primetime hockey show, NHL Tonight.
Both teams recognize how big this matchup is.
Fire save by Dubin. Rebound!
Goosebump stuff.
NHL Tonight, every night 6 Eastern on NHL Network.
Bang the boards. You own it. Own it at Community First, your Jacksonville Icemen's credit union partner. Bank with us and join the team that puts our community and neighbors like you first. Community First Credit Union. Just be yourself.
What is your role in the fight against cancer? The answer could be as simple as driving your car. For many cancer patients, getting to and from treatment is one of their toughest challenges. The American Cancer Society needs volunteer drivers to help provide transportation for people in your community. Through the gift of a lift in your car, you can help patients take one more step in the road to recovery. Get in the driver's seat in the fight against cancer. To find out more, call your American Cancer Society at 1-800-227-2345 or visit cancer.org.
If you feel that passion is just the start, if you think practice is never over, if you believe speed limits are just for highways, and Saturday mornings aren't made for cartoons. If you try, fail, learn, laugh, repeat, compete, respect, and unite, then you belong on our team. Join now at team.ccmhockey.com.
We're between periods 2 and 3. Arlie Johnson with you. The hype music is already going right now, and the Icemen need it. They are trailing 4-2 after 2 periods of play. Reader, I got to give credit to South Carolina at some point this evening. Every time that the Icemen have done something, the other team has battled back, and South Carolina scoring less than a minute after the Icemen scored their 2 goals. They also scored less than a minute into the hockey game, and right now that's obviously the difference.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, the response by South Carolina, they're not rattled at all here. They surrender a goal. You think it might be a momentum shift. They come right back and counter to kind of take the momentum right back. So, again, you got to give the hats off. And the opportunities they've created have been very good. You know, we gave a lot of credit to Atlanta last Friday for the way that they played in the game. I mean, they just played a sound, solid hockey game. South Carolina's mimicking that here tonight.
Third period is underway. Stingrays have it at center ice. It is Turnbull, defended by Friend. Turnbull steps to the forehand, got a shot away. It goes off the side of the net. That was an excellent play just to get the shot away as Jacksonville skates up the left wing side. Cross ice look. Taking it off the wall is Jordan. He'll slam it around the boards. And Wall will leave it for Michael Kim. Wholesale changes for the Icemen in the opening minute of period number 3. It's Michael Kim circling the back of his nets. Nazarian got his stick taken away right out of his hands, trying to draw a penalty. He does not get one. Stingrays get it right back. It is Fortin. Another great move. Man, he is shifty. All the way to the top of the circle. Cross ice look, deflects out to center ice. And Courtnall will retrieve it back into his own zone for Martin Hosh. 4-2 South Carolina. Stingrays at center. It is Courtnall on the forehand. He'll rim it around. Scarfo first on the puck. He lets it go for Redekop. Cross ice look, good feed for Hosh. Wrister on net, glove save is made by Limbaum, and he'll take the face-off to his right side. Martin Hosh looking for his second goal of the game. He only has 2 goals all season long.
It'd be quite the effort here tonight when you can match your season total in 1 game, but he's having a pretty good game right now. Feeling it right there, took the shot. Lindbaum was all over that one.
Hosh's goal, known as a blue line defender, but his goal was a thing of beauty, and really, I think all 3 goals from South Carolina in that second period were just tremendous plays, all by South Carolina. No giveaways or anything along those lines, just good either team efforts or individual efforts in the case of Alex Fortin. Jacksonville through center ice. It is Lynch. Stepping up on the play is Connor Moore. Good gap for the Stingrays. Jacksonville right back into the zone, though. It is Martin behind the net. Moore beats Harris to the puck. Harris gets a piece of it. Lynch tries to center. It goes right into the slot, but there was nobody there for Jacksonville. Fortin chips it away from one man. Lynch steps in. Excellent work to get the steal. Good work to the right side. Taking it off the boards is Cockrell. Golfs it. Tried to golf it into the corner, but is poked free by South Carolina and played out to center. Icemen right back into the zone. Martin, right circle. Looks for a drop pass. Finds it in Cockrell. Cockrell tries to center. Deflects to Lynch at the opposite wing. Lynch feeds the blue line. Pineda on a bouncing puck. Wrist shot is deflected. It ends up over the glass and off the netting. And the clock stops with 17:46 to go in the third period. Want to try and get one early here for Jacksonville. Put a little pressure on South Carolina. And I think if you get that third goal, if the next goal being the third goal, have to find a way to at least sustain some pressure after that and not allow South Carolina to counter with a better shift on the other side of it.
Yeah, they've been countering all night long here. And again, it's sometimes that vulnerable minute, they call it, after you score a goal, your nerves are up, your energy's high, and then maybe you just kind of forget about it. You're more caught up in the moment than at that moment than the actual moment that happens precedes right after that. So it can kind of get you sometimes. You see it all the time. There's an old Bruins announcer, though, that used to say, who's the color guy there with Jack Edwards?
Oh, that's Andy Brickley.
Yeah, Brickley says, he calls it that vulnerable minute. And I agree with that. I've seen that so many times in my years that teams just they'll get a goal, but they're just kind of so high off that moment that they don't really focus completely on the task at hand, and the other team can counter.
Faceoff will be in the Icemen zone, left side of Olaf Lindbaum. Derek Lodermeyer against Justin Florek on the faceoff. Jacksonville controls. Zach Jordan up the right side. Jordan named the ECHL Player of the Week last week. 5 goals and 1 assist as Jacksonville gets a shot away. Great kick save made by Wall on the forehand from Derek Lodermeyer. How Lodermeyer even got a shot away is beyond me, but that puck just seemed to find him on a bouncer. Stingrays bring it back in. Turnbull right side, tries to center, is deflected by Cockrell. Big hit by Cockrell on Turnbull, who is spilled on the play. He is okay as the Icemen get the puck in their own zone. Up the right side, it is Jordan. Backhands at cross ice. Received well by the Icemen and Hadfield, but his pass in turn to Lodermeyer is out of his reach, and the Stingrays come out through the neutral zone. Icemen get the steal at their own blue line. It is Hano. Cross ice look for Hadfield. Moving it for Lodermeyer, who deflects in. And a line change for the Icemen. They'll send out Christopher Brown with Aaron Nazarian and Ryan Lowen. Stingrays through center ice. Johnny Evans steps by one man, but gives it up to Luca Hano. Iceman cannot get the pass together, however. It's going to be icing against the Icemen. Jacksonville could have had something going there offensively, but that first pass was not good enough. And the draw will come into the Icemen zone with 16:23 to go in period number 3. Lowen on the draw. He'll face Bear Hughes.
Bear Hughes has been a welcome sight for South Carolina this year. He's been a playmaker. He's had some opportunities with Jacksonville this year already, but just a guy that, like Turnbull, can really create some opportunities here offensively, and is, leading the team there in those areas.
And South Carolina's even missing a couple of guys offensively as well. Andrew Chernichin on the injured list. their longtime captain. He's actually kind of more a reserve, not a reserve player, but a secondary player, I would say anyway, kind of a third-line guy at this stage of his career for South Carolina. He's not in the lineup. The Stingrays also just made a trade recently. They dealt Gavin Gould away. As the Icemen get a steal, here they come. They may have a 2-on-1. Brown with Lowen onside. Brown left side, cuts to the backhand, gets the forehand away and scores! It's a 4-3 game as Christopher Brown has his second goal of the night.
Great job by Lowen to work it down low, get it to the front of the net. Wall just didn't commit to the next over the other side. And I think actually he kind of looked more that way at Brown and kind of threw his timing off in the play, and Brown was able to get a piece of it there. But a great job. Brown coming down, just backhanding it. I think Wall's momentum took him to the other side. That puck kind of slipped through.
Trying to figure out how Brown was able to get that puck in. It went in the 7-hole between the blocker and the body.
Good
he went short
early.
side on that one. And now here is the vulnerable minute, Alex.
Yes, it
we'll
is.
see if Jacksonville can stay within one. And here's Joe Massa with your goal call.
Goal of the game, 12th goal of the year. Number 10, Christopher Brown. Assisted by number 20, Ryan Lowen. Time of the goal, 4 minutes, 21 seconds. Once again, your Iceman goal, scored by number 10, Christopher Brown. Assisted by Lowen. Time of the goal, 4:21.
Thank you, Joe. Second goal of the night for Christopher Brown. His third goal in the last 2 games. Remember, he had the overtime game winner on Monday as well against Atlanta, as he called his own number on that 2-on-1 with Ryan Lowen. So here we go. South Carolina back into the offensive zone. Icemen come away with the puck. It is Thea Chertis behind his own net. Taps it up the far wall. Icemen do get it out to center ice. Stingrays with it at center. Still lots of time left in this game. 15:09 to go. Stingrays up the middle. They'll play it off the wall for Courtnall. He is onside. Thea Chertis gets a stick on it. And it is played up the right side by Fortunato to Luke Lynch. Cross ice look, zips by one man. Icemen get it back, unable to get the shot away, and the Stingrays clear it out of the zone. It's going to be too soft for icing. That was very nearly a fortuitous bounce off the boards for the Icemen, but they never could pull the trigger on the shot.
Yeah, couldn't get that puck to settle down and cooperate. Otherwise, they might have had a chance down in the low slot for another good opportunity.
Now it's Harris into the offensive end. Feeds it up high. Fortunato slap shot off the side of the net. Wall may have gotten the skate on it. Icemen get it back. It is Cockrell with a drop pass. Can Harris get there in time? Not quite. Stingrays poke it out to center. 4-3 game now. South Carolina on top just by 1. Wilkins at the right circle. Throws it underneath. Making a save there is Lindbaum. He'll hold on and take the faceoff with 14:13 to go.
Christopher Brown, boy, you just talking about leading by example. Now 4 goals in the last 3 games. He scored a goal in 3 straight. Of course, had the game winner in overtime on Monday earlier in the week, and then comes up with a big-time goal again to make it a 1-goal game with plenty of time left here in the third, and an opportunity for Jacksonville to try to quell that momentum there by South Carolina and get some in their corner here and get something going.
So the Icemen definitely have the momentum right now as the puck trickles right back to Lindbaum on the draw. We'll drop it again. So the vulnerable minute is up.
It is. It's over with.
Yeah,
so.
It's over. They've overcome that hurdle. Now they just need to play Icemen hockey the way that they know that they can. Is there another comeback in the Icemen?
I mean, if it is, I mean, then there's obviously something going on, but you can never count this team out. And again, I mean, they lead the league in number of wins when trailing after 2 periods. So this is something that the team has in their little bit of arsenal, let's say. And we'll see what they go with it here at the rest of the way out here in this period.
Stingrays with it at center ice. Wilkins takes it over the blue line, tries to feed for Evans. It is behind him. He'll poke it behind the net. Icemen try to clear. Anderson holds it into the line. Knocks it into the corner. Jacksonville on the puck. Cockrell for Jordan. Tries to play it forward for Lodermeyer. Stingrays end up with a loose change. 13:32 to go in period number 3. It's South Carolina 4, Jacksonville 3. Stingrays have led by 2 goals on 3 different occasions. 2-0, 3-1, and 4-2. Jacksonville has closed it to within 1 3 different times. Penalty coming. Who's this on? It's on Jacksonville. It's a delayed call. So power play coming for South Carolina. Stingrays have the puck behind their own net.
I'll get to it in a second here, but something happened behind the play here over there by the South Carolina bench as we do get that whistle, Arlie.
What do you got now that we have the whistle?
Well, it was an interesting. South Carolina was in the midst of a change, and one of the players, as he was hopping over the boards, lost an edge, and he was basically hanging on to the dasher, and he was hanging on as long as he could because he knew that if he hit the ice, it could have been too many men. He was trying to make the change. It was just a simple routine. He tried to get his leg over. The other leg gave out from him, and he was literally hanging on for dear life on the side of the dasher so he wouldn't hit the deck there, because if he did, they might have called too many men in that situation. It was kind of a bizarre scene over there. Something worth noting there. It was kind of funny.
As it is, though, no too many men penalty to South Carolina. It's only a penalty to Jacob Friend for the Icemen. So South Carolina back to the power play. This has been an issue tonight for Jacksonville. Stingrays are 2 for 2 on the power play. So Jacksonville has closed it to within 1, but they've given up goals shortly after. They've also given up goals on the power play to South Carolina on both occasions. They've already broken the 1 vulnerable minute. This time they need to try and kill a penalty and maybe gain some momentum off of that.
Yeah, it's their turn to take get things going here, and they got to get the penalty kill here, though. I mean, this is a good power play. They've already converted twice, South Carolina, I believe. So, I mean, this is something that they are going to have to get out of. This is part of this process for Jacksonville. If they want to come back and come away with tying this game and maybe going on to win it, they've got to get a penalty kill here. And really both goals were, not your typical power play fashion either, passing the puck around and getting a shot. So good plays, though. Jacksonville's just going to have to overcome it here. They need to get a big penalty kill. And I actually called it down in the training room right before the interview. I said, now would be a good time for a shorty, boys. And, well, they got one. Yep, now's a good time for a shorty, boys.
Yeah,
and we'll see if they can do it again.
They could really use a second one, but they need to follow it up by finishing off the penalty kill. Jacksonville does get a clear right off the face-off. South Carolina has it at their own blue line. It is Hughes trying to cut to the right side on Lodermeyer. He's forced to just knock it in the zone. Fortunato chips it right back out towards the line, held in by Floric. Bear Hughes on his backhand, defended by Fortunato. It's Josh Wilkins now. Nearly lost it. He'll rim it around. It comes to Turnbull at the right wing circle. Hughes behind the goal line. Pass is deflected away by Fortunato. Excellent stick there by Fortunato, playing it out to center.
Really was, because Hughes had a good lane, good open lane to shoot in there, but Fortunato took it away just with a little poke stick check there.
Fortunato with a good stick again, tries to knock it away from Hughes. South Carolina holds it in, however. It is Turnbull up high for Michael Kim at the left point. Wrister in a screen. Blocker save is made by Lindbaum. Rebound for the Stingrays. It is Hughes, defended by Theocharidis. Turnbull cuts to the net. Power move. Great save by Lindbaum. Rebound and another stop by Lindbaum, and he'll cover it up this time. 2 big saves by Olaf Lindbaum to keep the Icemen within striking distance.
Yeah, Jacksonville really allowed an opportunity, just allowed him to walk onto the front door and try to kick it in, but great job by Lindbaum to bail him out twice. 2 fantastic stops that time, and Jacksonville holding here onto this penalty kill, but not really a lot of clears. South Carolina is doing an excellent job with the possession and moving it around and then creating that pretty good chance.
Carter Turnbull, you can see why he's the league's leading goal scorer with 21 on the season. He's only 5'8", but he will go into the dirty areas, and he certainly did there. He also went into the dirty areas in the opening minute of the game for the first goal of the night. As Jacksonville tries to clear out, they can't do it yet. Getting a stick on it and able to work it free. Jacksonville skates out. Shorthanded is Luke Lynch by himself for the moment. He'll just kill some time. Smart play to drop it behind the Stingray net. 25 seconds to go on the power play for South Carolina. It is Kim. Go ahead, Reader.
I gotta say, that was the old deadly 1-on-5 rush there.
But valuable time off the clock as Delgaizo rims it around. Down to 12 seconds to go on the power play. Brown tries to kick it ahead. Works it free. South Carolina holds it in the zone. 4-10, left circle, centering feed, score. South Carolina 3 for 3 on the power play as Jacksonville could not clear the zone at the blue line, and the Stingrays again make the Icemen pay.
Yeah, they couldn't get the clear, and it looked like it could have been a promising shorthanded rush the other direction, and then South Carolina makes them pay on the over pursuit that time. Wide open guy backside, and easy slam dunk goal there for South Carolina. It's 3 power play strikes. They score with 4 seconds to go on the penalty.
So 5-3 South Carolina. Not even sure who got that goal just yet. But every time the Icemen have scored, the Stingrays have responded. And South Carolina 3 for 3 on the power play. And Nick Luco and Brandon Machinter are going to have to go back to the drawing board on this penalty kill.
Yeah, it has not performed here today. It's been a letdown for sure on the special team side of things.
Icemen get the puck in the offensive end. Let's see if they can bounce back again. They try to feed the line, but it goes over the blue line and out to center ice. Evans gets credit for that goal. Nothing more than a slam dunk behind the net. Jacksonville gets a steal in the offensive zone. But the Stingrays get it right back. It is Wilkins out to center ice. Soft backhander into the zone. Fortunato behind his own net, leaving it for Tim Theocharidis. Then Theocharidis up the wall. Harris gets a piece of it, tries to step away from Moore and does. Possible odd man rush for Jacksonville. Brodzinski right side, shot on goal, save made by Wall. Rebound is batted into the corner by South Carolina. Brodzinski just missed getting on the board again as Wall got just the tip of his glove on that one.
Yeah, Brodzinski, he's kind of had a little bit of a hot stick here as of late, and that was a good shot. He's got a pretty shot. That one snapped nicely there, and you're right, Wall got just enough of it. Keep that one from going to the back of the net, and then the Icemen reversing the vulnerable minute.
Here's Martin with a forehand. Save is made by Wall with the left skate. He just hangs on with 9:50 to go, and we'll go to break. Jacksonville continues to pressure, but every time they do, the Stingrays have responded. It's 5-3, South Carolina. You're listening to Jacksonville Iceman Hockey. The Community First Igloo is a newly renovated ice facility located just off the Emerson Road exit on I-95 in Jacksonville. The facility is the official practice facility of the Jacksonville Icemen and features 2 sheets of ice and offers something for everyone, including public skating, figure skating, as well as youth and adult hockey leagues. There is also Learn to Skate and Learn to Play hockey programs. In addition, you can relax and cool off at the Icemen Restaurant and Bar, purchase gear and equipment at the Pro Shop, and for you gamers, there's a state-of-the-art esports gaming arena. For more information, visit communityfirstigloo.com or call 904-399-3223. So come feel the freeze to the Community First Igloo. 9:50 to go in the third period. Jacksonville trails by 2. Seems like they've trailed by 2 almost the entire night. They keep responding, and then the Stingrays come right back and get that insurance goal. South Carolina wins the draw. They'll rim it around, deflected away by 410, and out of the zone, icing against the Stingrays. And I don't know if South Carolina's going to do anything fancy on offense now that they've got this 2-goal lead right back. Maybe if Jacksonville scores again, maybe they'll start pressuring offensively again.
Yeah, just they don't need to. I mean, they can try to lock this thing down. But again, but whatever's worked for them to this point, again, this is a team that would sit back on a league and just basically play the protect mode. But this team scores a lot of goals, Arlie. I don't think they like to lay off the gas pedal at all. We'll see if they do, though.
No, this is a very different club. It's an excellent team, especially offensively. South Carolina has a man ahead of the pack, but Cockrell with a poke check knocked it free, prevented a potential breakaway for South Carolina. Icemen are going to have to start taking a few chances here, but it's the Stingrays with a steal in the neutral zone. Good play offensively by Chris Brown for Jacksonville. He'll set up Aaron Nazarian, and here comes the rush for Jacksonville. Nazarian goes wide on a man. He'll curl in the corner, leaving the puck for Brown, tries to feed it up high, but Jacob Friend was slow to get to the ice. He wasn't even at the blue line yet. Jacksonville right back in as Hino rims it around, but he goes by everybody and all the way back to center ice. Jacksonville will try again. Over the blue line is Lowen. He'll rim it around. Again, nobody there. Takes a crazy bounce, but still it belongs to South Carolina. And it is Ryan Scarfo ahead for Del Gaizo. His pass is behind Carter Turnbull. Icemen come away with the puck. It is Brown who has 2 goals tonight. Chipping it off glass for Lowen. Lowen on his backhand, tries to feed for Jordan. Couldn't get it by one man. Lodermeyer gets it back. And the Icemen will poke it into the zone. Lodermeyer steps around one man. Heavy collision between Lodermeyer and Hosh. Hosh goes after Lodermeyer. No call yet as they're just playing some physical hockey right now. Hammaker tries to dig the puck free. Stingrays come away with it. They'll tap it up the right side, and here comes South Carolina again. Steal by Jacksonville at their own blue line. Well done defensively by the Icemen. And it's Brandon Fortunato feeding it ahead for Lodermeyer. He'll deflect it high into the air. It stays on the ice. Bouncing puck bounces right back to Wall, who had to be alert to make that save. And it'll be an offensive zone draw for the Icemen.
Shots are dead even at 27 apiece right now, as South Carolina's kind of caught up in that area after the Icemen kind of was playing the double role there for a little while, but South Carolina's really kind of settled in and got some more opportunities here, and they've got 5 goals to show for it.
Brendan Harris with Luke Lynch and Zach Jordan up front, or rather Craig Martin up front, not Jordan. Brandon Fortunato is right at the top of the circle in case the puck goes right to him. Comes into the corner instead. Jacksonville wins it. Cross ice look. Fortunato at the right point. He'll play it down low. Martin taps it loose. Lynch has it there on the backhand, flipping it for Fortunato. Center point wrist shot deflected and blocked in front. Fortunato gets it back at the left circle, rimming it behind the net for Harris. He lets it go for Lynch. Trying to go back behind the net, but it's picked off there by the Stingrays and tossed out of the zone. Thea Charitis knocks it ahead. Turnbull gets a steal. Tripped up on the play. Penalty coming on Jacksonville. And it's going to be yet another power play for the Stingrays with 7:25 to go. This is a must kill now for Jacksonville.
Yeah, it is. I mean, they've got to. I mean, they've allowed 3 here today, and they're also going to have to do it. Now, Craig Martin here, who sometimes gets out there on the PK, but this is a situation where, I mean, they got to just, if anything, just get back on track on the penalty kill. Whether or not it's going to make the difference in the game tonight, get back on track, get some momentum in your corner, because you're going to have to face this team on their home ice on Sunday. And that's another big 2 points here on the line. So we'll see if they can start here. But you're right, this is a must-kill if Jacksonville has any aspirations of getting this one tied up.
Stingrays with a centering feed. All alone there was Wilkins, but the Iceman got a stick in the passing lane. Very fortunate because he was alone on the back door. Jacksonville taps it into an open corner. Nazarian to his forehand. He'll clear it out of the zone. Stingrays by the end of the night, I think regardless of what they do on this power play, looks like they're going to be first in the league on the power play by the time the night's over. And here come the Stingrays. Moore at center ice. Drop pass for Wilkins. He's forced to regroup. Jacksonville has Aaron Nazarian and Christopher Brown on the ice. South Carolina into the zone. Florett gives it up to Nazarian behind his net. Tries to send Brown on his way. He gets the clear out. And the Icemen will get a line change. 1:10 to go on this power play for the Stingrays. Just 6:32 to go in the game, though. And time is running short on the Icemen. Down by a pair. Michael Kim out of his own zone. On his hip is Zach Jordan. Drop pass comes to Evans. Left side, it's 410. 410 looking to go wide on Cockrell. Cockrell gets a stick on it. Stingrays hold the zone. It's Del Gaizo, 4-4-10. Centering feed, comes to the blue line now. Kim to the right side for Evans. Shot on goal, deflected, score. 4 for 4 on the power play for South Carolina. Ryan Scarfo is going to get this goal on the high tip. That was a shot pass from the blue line for South Carolina. And Scarfo, right between the hash marks, gets a stick on it and beats Olaf Lindbaum cleanly. I believe this is the first time this season that Jacksonville has allowed as many as 6 goals on the night.
Yeah, this season high here allowed, and again, all of it on the power play. I mean, take away those 4 goals, Arlie, and on the special teams. And, even strength, it's been a pretty competitive game. But, we talk about it. Special teams plays a big part, usually in really tight games, not when a team has 4. But this has it's been a tough pill to swallow for the Jacksonville penalty kill here tonight.
I do not want to know the reaction of Nick Luco when this game is over, talking about the penalty kill. He's a very mild-mannered, calm guy, but I got to think that inside he is not calm right now, and he's already thinking about how to change things up on the penalty kill against what's going to be the #1 power play in the league in South Carolina. So for the first time tonight, the Stingrays now lead by 3. We have 5:24 to go in the game. Jacksonville takes it into the offensive end. South Carolina with a steal. Lawton Courtnall skates out of the zone. Jacob Friend takes the body. Courtnall keeps the puck, however. He'll work it into the corner. Comes behind the Jacksonville net for Luca Hanaud.
Yeah, South Carolina, I hate to play the joke here on Wizard Night, but they put a spell on this penalty kill unit today.
It's a good joke.
Yeah. Not on the Iceman side of things, though.
No, unfortunately, no.
It's not.
Unfortunately, no. But again, you have to just give credit to South Carolina. I mean, this team, they're playing lights out tonight.
Well,
and I imagine they have been for a good portion of the year, of course.
Oh, they have. I mean, the stat we mentioned earlier, they've only lost back-to-back games in regulation once all year. That's it. They've not lost any more than 2 in regulation all season long until this past week. Now they're already out of that with the win here tonight. So this has been a team that has played with consistency, and you got to have that, and that's why they're near the top of the standings.
Stingrays now in their own zone with Michael Kim. Up the right side, Floric gets a stick on it, so clear into the zone from South Carolina. Luca Hino waits for a forechecker to skate by, feeds it up the right side. Brown off the wall, out to center. Stingrays get it right back. It is Floric playing it down low. Evans with a centering feed, knocked away by Jacksonville, comes out to center, or to the blue line, held in by South Carolina. It was knocked out of midair. Trying to go between the legs was Floric, and Lindbaum had to be sharp with that save. Floric gets it back. His shot is blocked. Floric gets it again. And it's all South Carolina right now with 3:43 to go in the game. Evans comes all the way to the high slot, throws it on goal. Save is made. Rebound goes behind the net. Trying the bank shot it there is South Carolina. They do not get it to go. He comes loose for Jacksonville. And Brandon Fortunato feeds it up the left side. Nazarian taps it by one man, but could not keep his momentum going into the offensive zone. He'll take a line change instead as the Stingrays play it cleanly out to center. 3:17 to go in the game. It's 6-3 South Carolina. Stingrays play it to center ice. Jacksonville works it right back in. Connor Moore behind his own net for South Carolina. Spins away from a forechecker. Long cross ice look. 4-10, who I think has been sensational tonight for South Carolina. Gets away from one man. Looking for the steal is Jordan for the Icemen. Courtnall picks it up into the offensive zone. 4-10 with a centering feed, knocked away by Jacksonville. It's Lodermeyer on the left wing. He'll play it in deep. Jordan gives chase against Redekop. Redekop beats the forecheck, feeds it right up the middle for 4-10. 4-10 over the blue line. Martin Hosh, who has a goal tonight. To the blue line for Redekop. Rister in a screen, blocked in front. Comes off to the corner for a friend who will knock it off the glass and out. 2:26 to go in the game. South Carolina now comfortably on top, 6-3. And now it's going to come down to Jacksonville at South Carolina this Sunday afternoon, looking for a split of this weekend home and home series with a day rest in between. South Carolina, I believe, plays tomorrow as Brodzinski takes it over the blue line. I'll tell you in just a second if that's the case. Meanwhile, in the right wing corner, comes up high, comes all the way back into the Jacksonville zone. And the Icemen will regroup. South Carolina does, in fact, play tomorrow. They host Atlanta. So perhaps the Icemen will catch South Carolina a little tired in a 3-game and 3-day stretch for them, while Jacksonville does not have the same thing going for them. The Icemen get to rest tomorrow. They will travel to Charleston, actually, tomorrow afternoon. Down to just 90 seconds to go in the game. Jacksonville on a delayed offside, so they do not touch the puck. Stingrays have it in their own zone. It's Michael Kim, left side, D to D. Moving it for Mass. Comes into the Jacksonville zone. Icing called against South Carolina. 1:10 to go. And this is a game where the specialty teams has typically been good for the Icemen this year. Tonight, give it to South Carolina. They certainly had the edge. I don't remember the last time, if ever, that the Icemen have allowed as many as 4 power play goals in a night, let alone have it be on 4 chances. But that's what the Stingrays have done to you tonight, and now you got to play a little angry, I would imagine, and certainly much more disciplined on the shorthanded situations on Sunday afternoon in Charleston. Puck out to center ice now in the final minute of play. Brendan Harris at his own line for Cockrell. Cockrell overskates the puck. Nazarian gets it away, however. Nazarian tries to flip it for Lowen. Centering feed goes off a skate. South Carolina plays it into the corner. Lawton Courtnall on his backhand, gives it up to Nazarian. He'll hold in the zone. Jacksonville looking for one final good offensive push. Puck deflects over the glass, out of play. It'll be a face-off in the offensive zone with 36.4 seconds to go. Next home game for Jacksonville is not until the 1st of February. Remember, you'll hear Alex Reed for a few games on the road Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock against South Carolina. Next weekend, another measuring stick weekend for the Icemen. It'll be Jacksonville at the Indy Fuel next Friday and Saturday night. Jacksonville not home again until Wednesday, February 1st against the Orlando Solar Bears.
Yeah, that opens up a 3-game homestand on that week, I believe. It's Wednesday, Friday. I believe it's
Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, a lot going on there. So a good chance there. And all against divisional opponents.
I can't wait to hear your call next weekend against Indy. Of course, first things first, let's see if Jacksonville can split this weekend series against the Stingrays. But I'm looking forward to that weekend set with Indy. As time winds down, 7 seconds to go in the game.
Yeah.
That's pretty much going to do it for this one, Reader.
Yeah, that's going to do it here. And just a tough night here. And the penalty kill session, the video session tomorrow is going to be interesting. The team is practicing tomorrow. So I have a feeling
they may stick around for a little while.
They might be sticking around here and just for a little bit tomorrow and working on some of the things here. But tough outing here, but hats off to South Carolina. They came in, they were the better team here today, and they capitalized on their opportunities. Jacksonville just simply did not.
Another fantastic crowd tonight, 8,361 on this Friday evening. They did not see a victory for the Icemen, but they certainly saw an entertaining hockey game. The Icemen continued to battle back. All 3 of their goals cut 2-goal deficits in half.
Yeah.
They did what they could to try and get back into it, but at some point you just have to give credit to South Carolina. And I think maybe out of all the games that I've seen this year, this is where I feel like I need to give the most credit to the opposition.
Yeah.
They just had some sensational team plays. They had some great individual efforts as well. I mean, how can you knock 4 for 4 on the power play? And the Stingrays, I mean, they are a force to be reckoned with. And with this win today, at least as of this very second, they have leapfrogged into first place in the South Division standings, pending the result of the Florida game later tonight.
And that's it. I mean, that's exactly, you nailed it there, Riley. I mean, they just didn't buckle tonight. There was nothing that phased this team. There was no momentum shift because they wouldn't allow a momentum shift. The Stingrays just really buckled down. They countered immediately and just took any momentum the Icemen had away. So tough one here tonight. So this has been a thing that the Icemen are going to have to finish, and they're going to have to get it done here on Sunday. So it's one of those things.
So Jacksonville falls by a score of 6-3 tonight. Back to the drawing board for the Icemen. Despite a pair of goals from Christopher Brown, plus 1 from Jacob Panetta, the Icemen fall to 22-13-1 on the season. South Carolina, look, great club. 22 wins, only 7 losses in regulation for the Stingrays. They now have 48 points on the season with their victory tonight. Alex, you'll be on the call this Sunday afternoon at 3 o'clock. Jacksonville at South Carolina in the back end of this home and home. And then next weekend, it'll be a pair of games at the Indy Fuel next Friday and Saturday night. Stay tuned to local listings. I believe Indy is in the Eastern time zone, but don't hold me to it. The Indiana time zones always mess with me, so I never quite know whether they're Eastern or Central. Check your local listings, like I said. As for that, that's going to do it for this one. We got to cut this one short. There's a big-time Harry Potter jersey auction tonight, so we will head that way, and we'll catch you again for the next home game on Wednesday, February 1st, when the Icemen host the Orlando Solar Bears. Thank you, as always, to our production crew, Gemstone Media, of course, our off-ice officials. Their leader is Jay Eilers and Alex. For you, this is Arlie Johnson saying goodnight for now. It did not go the way of the Icemen this evening. Final score, the South Carolina Stingrays 6, the Jacksonville Icemen 3. We'll catch you next time, everybody. Despite the loss, it's always a great night for hockey.